How's everybody feel this evening? Much respect to the family, much respect. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and get this show going. Tonight, what we're going to be talking about is a series of topics, primarily things that I believe that most of us should take time to look at. So I don't want to hold people up, right? You already know, because my black behind on, what's that? CPT? Well, I guess color people time is a CPT they call it. Anyway, let's not hold folks up. Everybody, you know I got to introduce the oh so lovely, the oh so beautiful. Y'all know who she is, and she has a special treat for us this evening. Oh, it's a very special treat. Everybody give it up for the oh so lovely Miss Malysa.
She's here.
Sorry, I just need 1 minute to make sure I look good.
And we right here. We are right here once again. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Salute to the family. Much respect. Y'all already know. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Thank you for once again tuning in to another episode of SmittysCorner with your host, Mr. Seven, and the oh so lovely, the hostess, Miss Malysa, aka the Asylum. Okay, now y'all will learn a lot more about that in a little while later. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start this off nice and smooth. Okay. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I see you guys on the IG side. I also see you on the YouTube side, and I thank you. Respect to you all. All right, so let's go ahead and we gotta hit the ensemble, right? You know, my dear, we must hit the ensemble. Bow. Okay, now go ahead and adjust this because I know I gotta keep my sound right. There we go. You know what's funny? The perfect volume is 7. I should you. Now, if I go to 8, yeah, it's a little too loud. If I go to 6 or anything below, it's not enough. It's like right here with the headphones on, it's perfect. Ain't that something? So, respect to the family. I want to know, how's everybody doing today? How's your day, man? How do you feel? How's your body? How's your spirit? How's your mind? You know, they may not check up on you. They may not like you, but I love you, and I'll always check up on you, right? We family here. Welcome to the Lighthouse, and I thank you all for tuning in. Now, Malysa, first, how's your day been, beloved? Let's start there.
It's been interesting. It's been moving along. I cannot complain. It's been all gas.
I know that's right. Pedal to the metal, beloved. That's right. Okay. Cool beans. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with 3 topics. All right. So, Malysa, what I would like for you to do. All right. So 1, let me make sure I got this straight. Boom. Just want to make sure I got them straight. 1, 2. Are we going to start off with topic 1, topic 2, or 3?
3.
You have priority. We're going with 3?
Yes.
Okay. Topic 3 is this right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do the commercial, but this is the topic. So when we come back from this commercial break, we're going to be speaking about this right here. Malysa, I so want to hear what you got to say about this one, beloved. That being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's rock out.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Be good enough to forgive someone, but don't be stupid to trust them again. Snake will always be a snake. It is sad but truthful. No matter how much time passes, no matter how many chances you give, a snake never forgets how to bite. It will smile, it will act innocent, but the moment you let your guard down, it strikes again. Some people don't deserve a second chance. They don't deserve your trust, your kindness, or your belief that they've changed. Once a backstabber, always a backstabber. Once a liar, always a liar. It is sad but truthful. You can forgive to free yourself from anger, but never be foolish enough to open the same door twice. They betrayed you once, and they'll do it again. It's in their nature. Don't let history repeat itself. Move smart, stay sharp, and never forget the lessons pain taught you. Keep your guard up, your trust locked away, and your heart protected. Some people only come back to finish what they started. They return not because they've changed, but because they see another chance to take advantage of you.
You got the floor on that one. So I want to make sure I kind of, let me just go ahead and give this real quick. Yeah. You know, the funny part about that is I hear that that's something that's said in society a lot. All right. I'm not playing devil's advocate, but I am going to speak on something I believe to be a factor, right? Excuse me. I believe that we conflate, or if not conflate, it's only one side. So I'll get to it. Do you believe in forgiveness?
Yes.
Do you believe that all of us want to be forgiven for something?
Yes.
You know, during my time of incarceration and everything, I went through something called a rehabilitation. You know, once upon a time, I wasn't the best example of a dad. Once upon a time, I wasn't the best example of a best friend, someone in a relationship, or anything, or a son. You know, I have taken time to really try to change my life. So my point is, I get what we're saying. I think it's like a better safe than sorry. But me personally, I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying, what is that like fine line between like, I want to be forgiven. I don't want you looking at me 10 years later like I'm still, like if it's 2025, I don't want you still looking at me like it's 2010. It's 2025. A lot has changed with me, right? So it's tough. It's tough, but I get it. A lot of us, it's like, nah, once you done moved on from that and everything, that's it. What's your take on that? You got the floor, beloved. I'm right here.
I think it would be selfish of me to say that people can't change and can't be forgiven, because quite to your statement, there's a lot of things that I have to apologize for, have apologized for. To the best of my ability, I have come complete full circle of being that person or having that hobby. I've been perfected in that area to the best of my ability. I think forgiveness is really a two-part thing. It's for yourself, so that you can let go of the pressure of holding on to it. And I think that it is also on the other person. Once you release that thing, whether they forgive you or not is completely on them. And then that begins their journey. But yeah, I think because I ask for it, I absolutely advocate for it. You're muted.
My bad. All right, so let's talk about the part in which it is speaking about. I am a firm believer also, so this is the flip side. You know what happens if you actually act upon learning from an example nowadays? You know what it's called? You're still hurt. You still hurt. Somehow or another, if I say, nah, I don't want to do that no more. I learned my lesson. You know what people will say? Oh, you need to get therapy. You still ain't got over it. And I find that to be very disheartening, because just as much as I do know on one side of this coin, right? I want to be forgiven just like anybody else. I don't want to be looked at the same the rest of my life. Yo, can you imagine if somebody really looked at you as the same Malysa from high school? And you like, I'm a whole grown ass. Like, are you serious? You still talking about that? That's a real thing. You know what I also know? We learn, I don't have to keep touching fire to know it's hot. I can just get close enough. Matter of fact, I ain't even got to do that. From a distance, I can see smoke coming up from the trees. I know what it is. But for some reason, what do you say to the part of, if ever you speak about knowing that this happened this way, I don't want to do it again, but society somehow or another wants to press into our minds, you ain't healed from it. When really I just look at it as, no, I just learned my lesson. I'm not going to keep doing that shit no more. You got the floor.
I think that just because I forgive you doesn't mean that I have to be in your close quarters. Whatever my healing process is may require space and separation. That's still a part of my healing. That's still a part of my forgiveness. I think people start to kind of cram things into a box, and now it's, oh, well, if you forgive me, you'll come back. Oh, well, if you forgive me, you'll leave your purse around. Oh, if you forgive me, yeah, I can forgive you. That doesn't mean that I forgot. I can count on you to be exactly who you are. Now, over time, change behavior, all that other stuff, that's perfectly fine. But for the exceptions, to the extreme or the harder situations, DV, SA, things of that nature, that are being hit on, I can forgive you without being anywhere near you. Are you muted? Are you talking?
My bad. Thank you. I'm working on some things. Progress always. Nah, but I definitely get you on that, because I just wanted to make sure that we absolutely tapped in on both sides of that. Like, you know, it is a fine line. It is a flip of a coin, if you want to say, of, you know, forgive and let back in. Nope. Forgive and stay at a distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a tough one to balance out a lot of times, I do believe. So I appreciate it.
I think people unfortunately put that across the board, but you forgive your children. You know what I'm saying? If your baby comes up and slaps you in the face, I mean, you know you're going to jail, so you can't slam the baby between the washer and the dryer, right? But you also
I'm going to jail that night. Nah, I'll get locked up. Yep, book me. Yep, book me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that and call on myself. Hey, y'all need to come get me.
Baby didn't.
Not gonna play with me like that. We're not.
Well, I'm not saying
not doing that.
Babies do baby stuff. I'm not saying.
Oh, you mean babies? I thought you meant a grown ass teenager.
No. I said
no. Of course, no. Of course not.
Yeah,
no. Let's correct that. Let's correct
against the wall.
No, heck no, absolutely not. I'm thinking you talking about that. You think you too grown now?
No, I'm talking about babies for real. So I'm just saying, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You can't say, "Oh, I'm 10 toes down. I don't forgive shit." No, there's an exception to everything.
Facts. Big facts. Let me do this. I almost forgot. I apologize, people. Let me just do this real quick. I forgot to post it. Got all into my mode. Let's go ahead and do this right here. Bah. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and pin it. Boom. There you go. So anybody, feel free. This is definitely open discussion, because we really want to hear from you. Type it in the chat, whatever you want to do. I see you guys on the IG side. I see you on the YouTube side, and I thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Much respect to you. All right. So what did you pick? Number 3?
Yeah.
All right, 1 or 2. And I have a bonus round for everybody, of course. 1 or 2?
1.
1? Oh, shoot. Okay, now. So now we're going to 1. So now let's talk about topic number 1. But before we go to topic number 1, all right, I want to make sure that we take a quick commercial break. Now, this is an actual commercial break, because, you know, we got to pay a tribute to our sponsors. And this right here is brought to you by, you know, I got you, girl.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, now, man. Shout out to young Backstreet Boy, man. He was moving. He was moving. He was getting that. Shout out to the young Backstreet. Okay, now.
He
Right.
was definitely-
He was moving like he was doing
he
that.
was
He
getting
like,
it,
you
yeah.
just keep going, girl. I got this. I got this. You just keep moving, girl. You just keep moving. I'm gonna flip this hat. I'm
Period.
gonna mix some shit up midway
My
through.
man's definitely
This
put
ain't
his
even
passion
part of the
in it.
ritual. This ain't even part of the routine. I'm gonna just make this shit. I'm gonna just make
That
this
part.
up.
And that probably wasn't even the first take. So I appreciate his passion for real.
Man.
Salute to the young man.
Oh man, salute. You already know what it is. Shout out. You know we like to have fun over here, people. So don't mind it if the commercial has nothing to do with the show. Wink, wink. Anyway, moving along, let's go ahead and get to the next video. Everybody, the time right now is approximately 8 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. Thank you all so much for watching. All right, so you wanted to go to number 1, you said?
Number 1.
All right. Number one. What is the video for number 1? Let's talk about it. You got the floor first. I say nothing. When it's done, you kick it off.
For these messages, we'll be right back.
To have a lot of money to look good. I have seen people who only wear labels and still look cheap. You can put on all the labels you want to. If you don't know how to dress with no label, you won't know how to dress with any label. I grew up with nothing. I had to make it work. I know how to do my own braids, my own makeup. I know how to style myself. I know how to do all the things. You know why? Because I told God, if I never get a team, teach me how to do me so that I never have to lack in the things that I need to show up for. Stop waiting for somebody to show you how to do you. This is why when they come, they are only an addition to what you need. You already know what it needs to look like.
Okay, now let's go ahead and yeah, you got it. I ain't got nothing to say. I want you to kick that off, sis.
All right, so I'm going to start here, right? Like literally this close to me. This is just part of the collection of stencils and paints and rhinestones and all types of things that I bought and have been doing for as long as I could remember. Even when my children were in school, I would customize their book bags to match their folders, to match certain outfits. I would like puff paint their stuff. Like,
Oh, so you was the mom that did them book covers with something beyond that brown trash bag. I mean, that brown grocery bag. You remember them
I
brown
was
grocery
that guy.
bags?
Yeah, I was up with the hot glue gun. You know what I mean? The
Hey,
rhinestones,
man,
hot glue
you got
gun.
all kind of sparkles on shit.
Look, to be completely honest, and so much so that when my grandchildren started going to school, their moms bought their book bags to me. Like, are you going to bling this up? You going to GG it or what? And so I'm 100% in where she's at. I've had absolutely nothing and had to come out looking like something. And a lot of the times the people I gravitate towards are people who have their own style. The Badus, the Jill Scotts, the Sminos, just people who have their own styles. And the reason is because style is individual, where literally the word label and the word brand is something that we're fighting for. Why are you fighting to be labeled or branded anything? And I think people get lost in that. You literally are identifying what you're in agreement with or what you want to be labeled as or branded as when you put on certain clothes, when you rock certain certain types of outfits in certain styles.
No, you're right. No, it is
Well,
what it is.
because I said style is something else, so I want to just define that.
Yeah, no, I mean, but real quick, it's a fact. If I dress up like a full-fledged police officer and somebody says, "Hey, can you help me?" and I'm like, "I ain't a cop," bruh. Like,
Exactly.
are you surprised somebody's like, "Please come help, my cat is in the tree," or "My boyfriend is whatever"?
I mean, how many times have we literally walked up to a complete stranger in Walmart or Target and started asking them for
Do
help?
you work here?
Oh, I don't work here. You know what I
Do
mean?
you work here? Like shit
No.
though.
And they're like, no. How many times did somebody come up to you and you look down like, why in the and then you're like, oh, I do kind of look like. So I think to ignore for people to say, oh, just because I bought that don't mean, yes, it does. That's why
Yes,
you
it
bought
does.
it. And who
Thank
are
you.
you trying to impress whom?
They're trying to be a catch. That's what it's about. It's bait. It's lure.
But okay.
I mean, I'm just from my
You're
experience.
right. It's a bait.
You
It's a
know what
lure
I mean? Yeah,
because
it's
if
just
it's
bait. It's like
popular,
I'm trying to draw them in. That's the whole point. I want to
you're
make
right.
sure that everybody knows I'm drawing them in.
So if I
Hey,
look like I
everybody,
got
look
money,
at
then
me.
people with money will come in my direction. If I look like I got da 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 da, if I look like I'm selling coochie coupons, then I'll be getting customers pulling up. Okay, I got you.
And some of them will totally say they ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just random. No, it's not. It's all strategic. And we know what we be doing with these things. And that's why I say image is so important. How we present ourselves, how we display ourselves, what it is we put out into the ether. If you put a certain, I don't care how much what you think it's supposed to be or what it is to you. I can say right now, I can put up something that's just showing kids getting hurt. And it's just showing people and say I got no context to it. I just put it up. Kids getting abused. A lot of people are going to be like, are you with that shit? You see what I'm saying? A lot of people going to think I posted it because somehow or another I'm with it.
Mhm.
If there's no context, no caption, no nothing like, y'all, this is effed up, maybe some emoji faces looking mad, steam coming out, red face. If I don't have none of that going on and I just post it, I would get endless people like, bro, what type of time are you on? The fact is that you can say you just posting something just to post it all you want. Man, people know what the hell you doing for real. People know what's going on. That shit you ain't fooling nobody. And so that's my whole thing when we talk about image. Like, how do you want to be displayed and viewed?
Mhm.
Right? But more than anything, do you want to be viewed as somebody who has to put on something to look like something? Because I don't know why people don't understand. We can see smooth through that.
Mhm.
I'll wear regular clothes. You know what my father always told me? He said, if you want to have anything that's like name brand, like not cheap, he said, at least not let it be your shoes. He said, don't wear no cheap shoes. Don't go around no cheap ass shoes. Like what are those? Don't go around with the what are those? You know what I'm saying? But like he said, as long as your kicks is fresh and everything else of your outfit is clean, you can have on regular ass clothes. Regular clothes. Your hoodie ain't gotta be from nowhere for real. You can just have on the right pair of shoes and maybe like, I don't know, maybe like just a pair of shades or maybe just a watch that's something or whatever. And that right there will make everything about you. Ain't nobody else paying attention to what name tag is on your tank top. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I've seen many times people you can tell like, bruh, you ain't got shit going for you. You yourself know the only thing you got going for you is these outfits. The only thing you got going for you is this damn shoe collection. If it wasn't for that, bruh, you're not hitting on nothing. When we really talking about it. And that's not even a judgmental thing, just on some, I know why people do what they do. But at the same time, you know what I also say? I don't sit back and be like, you know what? Because you do, that's a bad thing. I spoke about it before. I recognize, use your asset. Ladies, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say use your looks to get by in life. But if you know a little slight bat of the eye, I ain't talking about showing no legs and body parts now. But if you know like your smile or like you being pleasant or kind of that little soft voice can kind of get you, use it. Use that shit. Use your money maker, goddammit. Fellas, if you know, like I'm gonna say it, be myself. I'm saying it, damn it. I know people like to look at my face. I know that's a fact. I know that there are people who love this voice. That's right. I know that to be a fact, with the time being 8:09 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for watching. Look at how long she's taking that sip. I'm going to use what I have, and I'm going to use it to my advantage. Okay? And I mean, look, as long as you're not degrading yourself or going against morals, as she's taking another sip, ladies and gentlemen, that's another sip. But not real talk though, your sense of humor, whatever it may be, people just love the way you joke around. People just love it could just be your energy. You don't never really maybe say nothing deep and profound, but people just love that energy spark, and you just really boost people when you come around. You just got a way of making people laugh when you laugh. Your energy is contagious. Use it. But whenever you get to a point in life where you're like, you know what, I ain't without this right here. I ain't, if I ain't wearing this, I don't feel right. That means you never felt right with yourself. I don't care what you put me in. I done look bomb and shit in some thrift store clothes. I ain't playing. Dead ass. Take me back to middle school during that time. I was doing a damn thing in them used clothes. I had to do that before. Like I said, I came up spoiled, but I only came up spoiled in love, not material. I know what it's like to get clothes for back to school from the thrift store while my parents were going through financial changes and moving and stuff. The bread wasn't all the way right, but they wanted to make sure they had something for us. And yeah, they got us the best damn out of that thrift store as possible. Looking back on it, I'm like, what kind of bam ass is this? But during that time, I was fly. You couldn't tell me nothing with them goddamn checkered shorts on I had that was randomish. I had some flannel shorts on. I didn't even know they made flannel. Yeah, you see this shirt? I had flannel shorts going back to school. That's right. Okay? With some Reggie Millers on. All right? So my shoes was like that at the time, but you know what I'm saying? The outfit, questionable, very questionable. What are those? Real shit though. So I get it, but I am to the point where I recognize, honestly, your value is truly you. And so what this all comes down to, when she starts this off and she says this intro statement, where did it just go? This intro statement right here.
I have a lot of money to look good. I have seen people who only wear labels and still look cheap. You can put.
That means that it's real when we say the man makes the clothes don't make the man. Or woman, if it's just old school saying, yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, it don't matter what you got on. Who are you? You could be regular deglers. I don't know what. If people rock with you, bro, they gonna say, hey, you know what? You know how many times I've had people say, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't rock them, but you just like doing that. Like, people actually recognize, like, look, I gotta stay in the name stuff, but you know what, bro? Like, you come on. Don't worry about that. That's my nephew, y'all. That's my nephew. What's going on, nephew? I'm live. You good? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I recognize that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll have come on, you good, bro? It's your goddamn Gucci belt on, fool. What's going on? You already know. Yeah, it ain't just me. We all stay fresh. Malysa says hello. All right, he says what's up. All right, moving along. I really do see it that way. Like, I really do look at it like you can wear regular and you can still get by. Let me ask you a question, nephew, briefly. All right, for the audience. How do you feel, even though you stay fresh, you stay fly, do you believe that you can still pull chicks if you had on just like regular shit? It's not cheap, but it ain't no name brand. Like, let's say the only thing you got on that's like really name brand is like your kicks. You might got some J's on or whatever. Do you feel like you can still get by if you got on regular clothes?
Yeah, because she attracted to you. Goes a long way. Attracted goes a long way, and obviously confident.
Okay, so if she's attracted to you, she gonna be attracted to you regardless. Is what you're saying?
Dirty. Crazy.
So just don't look dirty.
Yeah, crazy.
Don't look dirty. Don't look crazy. Okay. All right. Bet. I appreciate that, nephew. I just wanted to get that quick little take. All right. So, Melissa, what you got for that before we move on to the next topic?
I think that he's absolutely correct. He has the ability, and I appreciate that. He has the ability to dress out, but he knows that at the end of the day, just common courtesy, being a gentleman and not smelling like Badussy is up.
Right. 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 Nah. That's a good point. That's a good point. I like that right there. All right. So we are actually going to talk about this next topic. Now, before we do, I have to ask people. Well, I gotta ask my people. Melissa, are you ready for your segment? Because your segment is what's really see. I like the way that you pick these topics, because subsequently, the main thing that the meat and bones of today, you without even knowing, she didn't know what the order was, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the meat and
I
bones
don't
are
even know what I'm supposed to be doing, but yeah.
your your poem.
Yes, I just don't know on what yet.
So you want me to talk about the topic first and come back?
Yes, absolutely do the topic first because the poem may be about the topic since it's the last slash resignating one.
No, I told you we got a bonus
That
one.
bonus. I know.
Yeah, we got bonus after this.
Right.
You know. All right, now.
But
So
we
this
might
will.
as well do this sequence before the bonus.
I bet. So on this one right here, I am curious. Um, the question is, all right. So,
Mm.
has the industry really snuffed out true art and has made way? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Has the industry really snuffed out true art, nephew? You already know. All day in the paint. You know. Yeah, you know that. The industry has it snuffed out true art? Has it snuffed out, you know what I'm saying, and made people dumb down to what we really like? Because once upon a time, we really used to love like things that were deep. Like now, everything's so basic, so surface. So let's just start with that first question. All right. Has the industry snuffed out true art? When those of us who really know what it's like to passionately put some shit together, and I see a lot of stuff, like even down to, what I find disrespectful, how they got like this, like all the years I've taken with my pen and pad, and I had to come up word for word with this machine right here, my brain, every bar, every line. Now they just say, put your voice to an AI thing, and you can have a whole rap song in a few minutes. You know how many non-talented ass people that's giving way? Like, do you not know, in my opinion, how much that's like, y'all are just taking y'all are messing us up, man. Y'all messing us up, yo. The people that really, truly got talent, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say it. I'm saying it. I do know that this is art, okay? As far as the AI graphics and stuff. I real deal sit down with pen and paper. I know what it's like to have a pile of balled up paper in front of a trash can. You keep starting over. You keep starting over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what that's like. But see, the thing is, I do both now, right? So I still do my regular, I still draw, I still sketch, I still do all of that. And as people know, I also do graphics now. I'm going to be honest with you. I do the graphics, because I mainly recognize that that's beneficial to keep moving with the times. But I still make sure I keep that pen and pad sharp. I still make sure I keep that skill sharp in the tank. And what I notice is that there really is a value. Just so you all know, I don't care how much they tell you technology is the way. Us, the true artists, we are becoming more and more valuable every day. Those of you who use pen and pad, canvas and brush, whatever it is, I'm talking about from here and it transforms into here and it goes out into the world. It's very valuable. People who can make small models of things and diagram like that, your mind in art is so valuable. Do not let these people fool you into thinking and the technology is the only way. I'm telling you right now, because everybody's doing technology. So you know what that means? Not that many people know how to do like from that pencil and pad. Everybody is like generating, chat GPT, whatever. Everybody's generating stuff now. Nobody's really working from the brain juices that concentrate, right? What's your take on that, Malysa? I just wanted to give my part so I can spark my J and fall back for a minute. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I was thorough. There we go.
I wrote a poem about it, like the here it go. You know me, so
Wait,
I'll answer. No, I'm not going to do it right this second. I'm just saying
I'm about to
I'll
say, okay.
answer in artistry.
Hold on, what? Say, hold on. You asked me something. Say it again.
No, I said I will answer in artistry.
I don't care how you answer, girl. It's your flow. Let's go.
I'll answer it with the poem I have. I really do think that society has evolved and evolved due to what's being projected and portrayed out on social media, television, whatever the case may be. And a lot of people are being indoctrined with a system that doesn't even belong to them. Some of the stuff we're doing, it's just autopilot. You don't even realize that like it's a part of a bigger picture that don't have you in it.
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is. You're right. It's fact.
So yeah, I feel like we have a lot of worker bees. We don't have a lot of queen bees, or king bees. I don't know what those are called, but
No, they're not called anything because there's no such thing.
but nonetheless, yeah, that's what I think.
Just like there's no such thing as Father Earth. It's just Gaia. It's just Gaia.
And I think shout out to Gaia, because wasn't that Whoopi Goldberg on no, she was Guinan. Close enough. Wasn't she on Star Trek next year? Anyway, we'll get back to that.
No.
Anyway,
She was. My mother. Oh gosh, that was my mom's show.
Yeah.
Yes, she was. My mother loved it, but she had that big round hat on and shit.
Yeah. Her and the telepath lady,
yo,
those is my folks.
Yeah, it was like the burgundy crimson color. I remember.
Yeah.
we old enough. We old. I'm showing my age, y'all. I'm showing my age.
Ooh, yeah. So yeah, with that being said, I think we lose our individuality and our to each its own when we continue to just carbon copy and carbon copy and carbon copy. And I'm not saying that one doesn't inspire another. Me being a poet, of course, I heard about your Nikki Giovanni's and your Maya Angelou's and Langston Hughes and all those other people. So there always has to be pioneers. But I think even when people are pioneering, their hope is that you evolve and that you continue. I mean, for those of you who are religious, I mean, it says greater works shall you do. So it's like even where the Godhead comes into play, he's like, yeah, can y'all go do something even better than this? But we're so either trying to gatekeep a thing or we're trying to get everybody to do it just like us. And society absolutely wants that, i.e. the reason why robots are going to become very dominating, because you don't need a human. You could just make everybody do what you want them to do. They're basically showing us the formality of what we're supposed to be. But we keep messing up and being human and going, wait a minute, this don't make sense. And now I'm curious about outside the box. So what about that? But the powers that be don't want that. They want copy, repeat, don't ask no questions. And so even where people think that they're getting ahead by being a part of the carbon copy, no, you're just kind of feeding information into your replacement. And I'll land there.
Okay. I actually like that. So this is the second part of that, right? So if the industry, okay, so we do feel like the industry is like kind of snuffing out. So let me ask you this. Back in the day, we had a saying, right? And this saying basically went, once upon a time, art was the depiction of life. Do you believe that now? Life is trying to depict what art is, as in it's backwards now. Now everybody's trying to be what the movie is, and back in the day, the movies were trying to depict what the real life is. What's your take on that, beloved?
I really want to be involved, but the way that the shrooms was dancing had me caught. I think
My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
it was like we represent the lollipop. Anyway, so
You know it's a
greetings.
space here for you too. You know it's a space here for
Huh?
Now I was talking to Venus. Shout out
Oh,
to you. You know it's a space here for you too, beloved. We're talking about multiple topics this evening. I appreciate you coming through. Shout out to you.
yeah, you want to refresh the question so that if she does pop in,
Yeah, absolutely. So once upon a time, right? So we're talking about like art and music and stuff, and like what real art is, beloved, right? We're talking about art. And I do believe that those who really used to put pen and pad to work, balled up papers in front of the trash can, has been replaced by technology and robots. So now I ask, what is real art? That was the first part. Now, the second part in which we're on now, right? Now we move forward. I'm trying to figure out get your head moving with the mushrooms. God damn. Let me take this down. Let me take this down. Let me take this down. Just swaying with the I'm sitting here talking. She just
I told you it gives Avatar. Like
but
I'm
anyway, you
caught.
good. Nah, you good. Nah,
Thank God I don't do hard drugs. I'd have been real stuck. Go ahead.
so anyway, so yeah, you good, beloved. You can just respond from there. I know, right? That's the whole point is to keep it that way. So I want to keep your eyes here. I want to keep y'all glued right here. I don't want you going nowhere. So nowadays, do you believe that there is a disconnect when it comes to once upon a time, art used to be the depiction of life? Do you believe that now life is trying to be the depiction of art, as in now everybody is trying to be the movies? And I remember once upon a were trying to give us what we were really doing. Movies really used to try to depict what it is that we were doing. And now I recognize that they're messing with me. Don't worry, y'all. I got us. And now I recognize that everybody's trying to live the movie. Nobody's being authentic. Nobody's being who they are. What's your take on that? Go ahead and keep on finishing, Malysa. You got the floor now that we got family caught up.
Okay. I think it was stuck. So I believe that without people, there is no art, right? Because there has to be a creator. There's somebody who has put that thought process into play, imagination, and all those different things. So to somebody, it's their projected reality in some way, shape, or form. I think that people don't project their original art. They're constantly trying to be, again, a knockoff. Instead of being Mona Lisa, they like Monica Lisa. Yeah. So,
I'm going to leave it for you. I'll read the comments when I pull them up when you're ready, and you can go ahead and respond to the comments so we keep the crowd involved as well. Let's
okay,
go.
let's get to it. People just have to stop being Monica Lisa.
I got you. Okay. So, so lovely, Miss Galaxy Venus. You all make sure that you go subscribe to Galaxy Venus over there on Instagram. I don't know what her YouTube is. If you have one, sis, drop it so everybody can find you. But make sure that you support our own. If they don't like you, I love us. All right. So, absolutely, most people don't live their own authentic life. They don't even know who they are. What's your thought on that?
Very true. Very true. The saying goes without saying and is very popular. A man who knows everything knows that he knows nothing. Or,
Facts.
yeah. So, I mean, hey, look here. We don't even have a clue.
Okay. Okay. Let's get to the next comment right here. What do we got right here on this next comment? We have, okay. What okay, now I see you. I see you. I couldn't type quick enough. Once again, you spoke my thoughts. I hear you now. Okay, now I believe this might be her page. Okay, Monique Visa. Is that a credit card?
Monique Visa?
What you got, a debit card named after you, girl? What you got a gift? All right, everybody. Galaxy is passing out gift cards. Everybody, she's passing out gift cards. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the family. Nah, man, you know we just messing with you, beloved. That's that PG humor. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, if we don't joke with you, we don't rock with you. I'm telling you right now, if I don't ever crack a joke, I don't mess with you for real.
That part.
So okay, boom. So right there. So the whole aspect of life and people not being who they are. Very, very interesting. Now, there's something that I definitely have recognized with all of this. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead. I want to pull something up. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Okay. Now this clip right here that I have, let me go to my channel. Yeah, just don't mind me. Sometimes I gotta, pivot throughout this thing, right?
You're good. It's just
Now, real quick, everybody. I just want to make sure that we definitely get this very, very quick, brief commercial break in, because this commercial break is brought to you by Yes, this commercial break is brought to you by one of our own. Let's get it. Just quick little advertisement, because that's what we do here. We make sure that we push our own in every little small factor that we possibly can. So you all can go back, you can pause that, you can see what it is, you can go ahead and get it in. All right. Make sure you support our own. All right. That's what we're here to do. And that only, respect to the family. Nah, it wasn't supposed to be no sound. I didn't get sound on that one, so my bad, y'all. My bad. But no
sound.
I know, right? All right, so I actually have, hold on one second right here. Let me go to my page. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get to this clip right here. So I pulled up a clip, and it's something that I find to be very, very interesting. Okay, so let's go here. Okay. So what do you feel about you when it comes to, let's say, how can I put it and word it? How do you look at growth when it comes to you recognizing who you are and how deep you are with it? Before we get to my main topic, which is going to be the juicy part, we're going to get to something a little more fun. How
do I recognize growth within myself?
So let's go ahead and go here. All right, so you can just respond to this right here, growth within yourself, because this is what I believe. I believe that this right here is something that's very true. Once upon a time, I was told that I only had 5. I do believe that this has a lot of significance, and I believe it really speaks to us. I believe that they have dumbed us down to the point where we are not able to tap in. We're just not able to do it. So let's see what we got right here. Let's rock out.
They lied to you. You have 15. Grab your notepad. You are a spirit. You don't have 5 senses. They lied to you. You have 15. Grab your notepad. You are a spirit. You live in a body and you have a soul. Let's start with the weakest of the 3, the body. Because it's limited by the physical. It's ruled by the seen. Its 5 senses are sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, basic, surface level. You already know those. Now let's talk soul. This is where reprogramming starts. Your mind, what you think. your will, your drive to act, your emotions, what you feel, your affections, who you feel it for, and your imagination, your ability to see what isn't visible yet. Together, that's 10 senses. This is the operating system your affirmations tap into. Now, the spirit. This is where transformation goes quantum. Prayer, speaking truth to the divine. Praise, declaring truth to your reality. Worship, aligning with the highest version of yourself. Faith, belief beyond evidence. And meditation, pure focus. So you don't have 5 senses, you have 15. And when you learn to program the ones you can't see, you unlock the version of you that was always waiting.
So, you know what I thought of when I thought of that? That's how they dumbed us down. Why were most of us raised that there's only 5? And come to find out, it's very true. The sense of imagination, the sense of your spirituality, the sense of who you show affection to and emotion to and why. Those are senses. I was once told I only have 5. So with that being said, you know what I recognize? That's why most of us can't tap in. That's why when I do this, people thinking I'm just being silly and goofy. Nah, it's a real thing. You really do have more than 5 senses, and a lot of us really are able to tap into a lot more than what it is we think we can. And I only say that to say is that I believe that's why a lot of us limit ourselves. A lot of us will put limitations on ourselves because we just don't recognize how far you really can travel within yourself. And a lot of us will take trips all around the world, but we'll never take a trip in the world of ourselves. You done been everywhere. You got all these pictures, all these places you've been, but you ain't never been inside of you. What's your take on that before we get to the video, the real video for the evening?
I absolutely agree. I believe that in order to get to that level, you can't be, that would be you saying to someone else, you being able to challenge someone else. People don't want to be challenged. They want to dominate. They want to have control. Anytime a person feels like they're falling below dominance, there then becomes a faint danger in some way, shape, or form, whether that person instantly knows they need to become your competition or eliminate you as the competition, however they're able to do that. So I think that consciousness, self-awareness in its final form or in its transcending form is very dangerous to people who benefit from mind control.
So you're saying that they'll use that power for evil as opposed to good?
Yes.
Okay.
9 times out of 10.
You know what I've recognized too? I've also peeped how, like, I wonder a lot of times, how many times do we say, I want to learn something for the benefit of being able to give it to others, as opposed to I want to learn something so I can, excuse my language, but shit on those who shitted on me. So I got some bullies I need to get back at. Oh yeah, that's right. Remember when you left me? Remember when you this, and that? You know, the people that didn't accept you. And I think a lot of times we can get stirred off of our trajectory of what it is we really want to do, because your focus is not what it's supposed to be on. You're not supposed to be focused on doing this so you can get back at people. You're supposed to be focused on it to do it because it is your purpose. And when you just simply live that, you automatically on others. Trust me, they're going to see you. They won't tell you they're looking at you, but they see you. And they hate the fact that you're doing something. It don't even got to be something great. They hate the fact that you're doing any damn thing, because in their mind, you're not supposed to be doing shit. And they got a narrative they want to push out about you that Malysa ain't a damn thing.
Boy.
This heifer. He what? Look at her trying to start a podcast and do poetry.
Look at me.
You see? That's what.
Hold up.
There we go. There we go. Like, and then at that point, you know what you do? That's when you just kind of like pull off. But before you do pull off, you hit him with one of these out the window.
Push it. Go get the money. 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 I got it. Push it.
And then just peel off. And then just peel off. Don't say nothing. Don't even look at him. Just drive off. They don't get it. Folks don't get it. Like, you know, most people ain't even thinking about what you know what I'm saying? Like me, myself, all of us. So my whole thing is on saying that focus on who's focused on you.
All right.
Like focus on who focused on you. Why? Because anything else is what? A distraction. You get the like, is it not though?
It is.
If I'm so focused on people who don't give a shit about me, you know what that's doing? That's taking time away from the people who do care about me.
Bro shit.
Focus on who cares about you. Focus on who loves you. You see? Stay with your tribe, your circle. That's why I say this is the lighthouse. You one of us for good. And so that part of the spiritual awakening is something that I definitely see. Now, do you have any more pieces to that before we get into this actual topic I want to talk about? That's a very, very big story everybody's been talking about, and you niggas kept hitting my DM, Smitty, when you gonna talk about it.
Oh, not Smitty when you gonna talk about it. Oh.
Yeah, I get those every once in a while. Yeah, I get that.
Man. No, I don't have anything else to that in particular.
Okay. Yeah. So now we're going to talk about something everybody's been talking about for quite some time, right? This one right here. So let me ask you let me ask you a question about it. So the whole like Carmelo Anthony story.
Mm-hmm.
Considering he did feel he was going to get jumped, you know, the fear, I guess, of race nowadays that is pushed. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I blame that a lot of people don't blame? Fear mongering. That's right. You know how many of us just got it implanted in our head that all white people want to get us? My point is, like, it can cause us to overreact in situations where you ain't even need to do all that. You could have probably just fought them. Who knows? You might have been getting one of them real good, and the other one might not fight you back. I've had that before. I've had that. They get to see how good them hands are. They like, nah, I ain't hopping in there. I'm not playing. I'm dead ass. Like just just like a once or twice. It's a real story. Like I real deal had like, I mean, it's like a whole big, how we see on TV, a whole big gang, a whole big circle around and shit. And when they saw how I was tagging the shit out of their man and how he could not work with me at all, and he was much bigger than me. Yeah, ain't nobody want to mess with me. I'm dead ass. Because I've always been real quick. Like I always been like, I'm one of them like real fast and I'm accurate. Like I just, no, I'm dead ass. Like I've always been real, like just quick, just real quick. I've always been real sharp with my senses. So I just kind of know how to read and shit. But I ain't never been like no professional nothing. I ain't no professional fighter at all. I'm just a regular nigga who know how to fight from fighting on the streets enough. That's it. And just after a while, plus, you know, we come from the days of slap boxing. You remember them days when the boys be at the bus stop and shit, nigga. We just get to go on hands and shit, nigga. We get to working that shit. Like I'm used to that. I come from the days of going to the body. It's called going to the body. Yeah, that's right. We about the real deal box with these, but we not gonna hit each other in the face. We only going to the body. We really hitting each other though. Like it's real hits. Like this ain't no play tap. Like you really getting tagged, bruh. Like we really be done. Like nigga, shit. Man, pass that J. Man, nigga, you get hard. Like we really. I come from them days, bruh. I come from some rough. And it really was like that back then. So
Wait,
I-
you remember
what?
cherry bomb fights?
Man, stop playing with me, man. All that. Of course. What with the fireworks?
Mike,
Like what? Light them bitches up and throw them. What that? Them and bottle rockets. Stop playing. Cherry bombs and bottle rockets. Man. We used to shoot them bitches across the street. Stop playing with me. We'll aim them just
like,
right.
yeah, y'all don't know what getting hit with a snowball is, or getting or playing. Y'all, even them Nerf guns and all that other stuff, y'all don't know that until you get hit in the face with a cherry. I drop one at.
Hey, look, you got the whole bag going. You got a strap. You got a strap with like 3 gallons of water. You got like 3 gallons of water and 2 big ass tubes. Hey,
and y'all would always be going extra heavy because you like us. Now we're in the house, I leaking.
Yeah, I'm pumping that bitch extra. I'm walking up to you
over
like
here
this.
somewhere, and all we hear is, "But he like you." Going out there. This how you got us looking. Talk about, but he like you. What? What is you talking?
God have mercy upon us.
Hey, you wild for that? Nah, but it's true though.
I beg to look on some real shit. On a serious ass note, I wonder if that is why sometimes girls don't recognize when they're in abusive ass relationships. Because we've been getting told for the longest time, boys like you, they hit you and shit.
Yo, you just opened up a whole brand new door on that. Cause we real, and then I wonder us as men, did we learn to like just accept like getting our ass whooped and shit, but staying? I'm not saying fight back. I'm just saying, but still staying. Considering, I remember the days being in school. I'm like, teacher. I'm like this the whole time. Laverne keep hitting me. Whole time she like me. Y'all run up and twist your arm, pinch and twist my arm, real shit, and run off. Come up and kick my ass in the shin. Why you kicking me in the shin?
Ass, ain't it? That's a thought for your ass, for real.
And you know one thing I noticed the chicks back in the day love to do? Oh man, when recess came, this how you know the girl that wanted to really date you, because she always wanted a chicken fight. That's right, monkey. She's trying to get them legs. Oh yeah, she want to know what it like when them legs wrap.
God have mercy upon us.
Wait,
nah, no bullshit.
Wait,
you remember chicken fights?
I see
you remember them chicken fights.
I see your chicken fight, and I raise you spider swinging.
Ooh.
Where the one person sitting this way and the other one sitting that way, and y'all, I raise
I'm about
you.
to go ahead. I'm about to tunk out. I'm about to tunk out right here. Freaky Friday, Uno.
I got you in there. I'm about to tonk out. Come on back to the center stage.
Nah. Don't know.
You said Freaky Friday? Wait, I got you.
Freaky Friday in elementary school.
Excuse me. Ready?
Oh shit. Hide and go get it. Shit. Damn. Why am I such a retro king?
You already know what it was. Hide and go get it.
Hide and
Freaky
go get
Friday
it.
had nothing. It didn't have to be Friday. It didn't have to be no day.
Did we over sexualize ourselves?
Hide and go get it was definitely inappropriate.
Yo, it was. And you got to think of how young we were.
I can tell you how young I was the first time I saw a peeing.
Fourth grade.
Sunday school. It's like 7. And it was uncircumcised. And I thought that's what they all looked like.
Shit, I didn't need all of that.
I'm just saying, that young.
What the fuck are you out of your damn mind?
Oh,
hell no! Oh, hell no!
It was a snuffleupagus.
Timepiece Frosty, that's why you only get one chance to cross me.
I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know where Malysa went. Apparently, she has something to do with this point.
It's always the light-skinned people salute. But I'm just saying, yeah, we were definitely over-sexualized because I shouldn't be able to tell that story.
I shouldn't know about Freaky Friday, and I shouldn't know about hide and go. I had a feeling you was gonna say hide and go get it. I said, hold on, what
You already
else?
do it.
We real deal was on some shit, yo.
Wait, and then let's talk about how prepared we were to try to not get caught. We talking, you go in the house, somebody made Kool-Aid, put it in the sandwich bag, tied on the end so you could just bite the corner and drink it because nobody's going in the house, nobody trying to get caught. People, mamas probably be coming home, you ain't going in there. Somebody mama got the little Elio's pizza. So somebody going in the house to get the pizza. We finna
We're gonna set this scene right if we're gonna do retro. Little Caesars Bigfoot back in the day.
Facts. But we
Little Caesars Bigfoot. Yeah. Don't get me stopped.
We have that. We
Little Caesars was like Lido's now. So if you like Lido's, that was Little Caesars back in the day.
No doubt, but we talking about when you used to steal out the kitchen. Come on now.
Oh,
so somebody had the Kool-Aid, used up all the mama's sandwich bags that we had.
You know that.
Mobile cups.
With them Johnson and
Somebody
freezer
had the little Elios, and they sliced it into 8 so that everybody had a slice of pizza. Because you know nobody in the house like the butt of the bread. That's what you make a community sandwich with.
I hated that on pizza day at school. You better give me that middle slice.
So like, yeah, things was popping off. We was getting prepared for that.
Nah, bump that. We got to talk about this shit now. How dare we talk about modern women? And we as 80s and 90s babies, 80s, early 90s babies, came up to something called Freaky Friday and hide and go get it. I think at one point we got so desperate we came up with like Touch That Tuesday or some shit. We just started making some shit up.
Our parents had what? Spin the bottle and something in the closet.
We had wait. Ooh, damn. Spin the bottle and truth or dare. And everybody wanted to do the dare because dare was never really like, we dare you to like go run and touch the neighbor's dog who barks at everybody. No, dare was like, hey Jody, yeah, what? I dare you to pinch Alicia's nipples. Alicia sitting there like, we all ain't nothing, but she barely got that. The nipples are bigger than the titties. Because we're not old enough here. Like real shit. And here it is. Man, how did we even get here? Oh my gosh.
I'm not quite sure.
I just realized
a good day after school with some cluck you chicken was up.
No, hey, come on now. We real deal had competitions of who could eat the 911. Remember that shit? That 911. Real talk though. Like shit though.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, everybody don't know about Cluck You.
They don't know about Cluck You chicken, bro.
911. Niggas was in niggas in the hospital. Like it was real hospital calls made because of Cluck You chicken wings. Real talk back in the day, yo. It was like hospital calls made because of that shit.
Let me tell you, that was it. We go there, we go to Jerry's and get all the free pickles.
Hey, stop playing with me, dog. Jerry's Pizza and Sub, man. What? Yeah. When they came out with that large one topping for like $6, bruh. What? All it takes is 2 of us that got 3 each, nigga. We in there.
Hold up.
Fountain drinks, endless. Just buy a pizza. You can go get as much soda as you want.
Shout out to the Roy Rogers Fixin' Bar that is no longer with us.
It is. It's in Moco.
It's no longer with us up here. Moco?
Yeah.
With a bar?
Out there, listen. Yeah, where my brother live at and shit. Yeah, out there at Germantown. They still got a Roy Rogers. You think I don't stop there every time I go?
That's what it is. It's because it's Moco.
Now we're gonna do this one. Shout out to the areas in Maryland. Shout out to the areas in Maryland that still has a Highs corner store. That's right, Highs. Everybody Highs. Like shit though. No, real talk though. Shout out to the Highs, man.
Shout out to People's Drugstore, which you all now know is CVS. Because People's Drugstore was it. I don't know what happened when they sold CVS, but they should have kept it.
And everybody, I want you to give a big round of applause for where we all used to go to in the hood to shop for our back to school clothes. Kmart. Right, give it up, Kmart. Give it up,
Ames.
Hey, get out of here. Hey, the Ames. Hey, what the Ames in Hillendale? Man, the Ames in Hillendale, like shit though.
Woodruff and Rothrop.
Man.
Circa Landover Mall. Wait.
No.
Han shoes.
Nah, stop that. Because if you want to go there, I'll take you back to DC. Listen.
Han's shoes.
And last but not least, everybody, before we go ahead and get to the video, since we done veered off, because somebody got us distracted. Talking about I got mushrooms on the screen. Here you go talking about some. So anyway, everybody, let's go ahead and give a big round of applause for our very last one, which we all used to pay big money to go to the mall and surprise our girl with. And it was just the thing. You got a date, you get 2 forks and 1 Cinnabon. 2 forks and 1 Cinnabon. That's a date.
Shots.
That's in the middle of the mall.
I win. Hot
2
shots.
forks. 2 forks and 1 of them Cinnabons. And don't let you have enough money to get that cinnamon pecan junk. Don't let you be fancy and you can get the pecan junk. Nigga, you really doing something. You just might get a kiss on the way home on that bus with your all-day bus fare pass. That's right. Shout out to the bus fare passes. 125 all day.
Shout out to Landover Mall. You are sorely missed. Shout out to Hot Shops because like Sundays, that was it.
Spencer's, Hot Topics, all that shit.
Shout out to Han Doug's
and
Landover Mall who had the best ketchup ever.
How they got the best ketchup?
I don't know. It was like
what is that?
And sweet and like mumbo sauce.
I was about to say it sounded like you describing like a mumbo for real. It sounded like you really describing mumbo.
It was almost like think of ketchup, everything ketchup, but the consistency of like cocktail sauce.
Oh, it was more paste. That's what you call paste.
It
like
was
like a tomato.
Paste. It was just texturized different. I don't know.
That's a paste. Because paste usually
is like
sauce paste. Well, sauce generally has a chef. Please. Sauce is generally made from multiple ingredients liquefied. Paste is generally something that is no, real shit. What's that word? Pureed. You actually like puree.
Okay, I could take that. Pureed.
Yeah, it's different. It is.
That's
why there's a difference between, like, for example, briefly, there's a difference between ice cream and whipped cream.
Yes. Okay.
But both vary, right? And both need to be refrigerated and or frozen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we know the difference between ice cream and whipped cream. But guess what? You literally almost make whipped cream and ice cream the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy whip, sugar, a few other ingredients, whatever you add, and you got to air hit it. You see, you got to make sure you get that air in it. And it's almost the same thing, but it's not the same. Go ahead. I love food. And that's always that's
No, that's a good analysis.
analogy.
An analysis of all of that.
Ooh,
Not just your
facts.
People
All right.
with you, like,
So let me pull this up. Let me see something here. All right, hold on. So I'm gonna go to this story here. Let me do this. All right, so I want to pull this story up, and I want you all to tell me exactly how you look at it. So on and so forth, right? But before I do, I want you to respond to this video that I did with Brother Yuckmouth. You remember Yuckmouth?
yes.
Yeah, from Rap a Lot. All right. I'm going to ask a question on this video. And you know what? I don't review my own stuff. Why not? Shit, it's mine. So we're going to go ahead and review this real quick. And I just want you to tell me what you think about this, right? Because I don't know why. I just got a bunch of stuff flowing in my mind right now, right? So I'm just going to play this. And I want you to tell me what you think about this right here, okay? Let's go ahead and get it.
In this motherfucker right quick. Ms.Asylam, what's poppin' with you? Where you tapping in from?
I watch niggas break keys in the sinks with jackhammers and Ginsus. Throw me money for tennis shoes. I've been the dude since high school. With latest clothes and them jewels. Had me paper chasing, I didn't finish school.
Respect to the family. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, all day in the paint, man. DMV, PG,
Oh,
DC.
top.
Yeah.
Top.
What's up, man?
Nation's capital. Salute,
How you
man.
feel about
Salute.
the content, man? What you want to speak on?
Yeah. Rolling up the onion kush. I got stupid though, that's no super duper flow. It's the usual sex, fifth Gucci store. VIP Julio, bitches all coolio. I'm looking like belts to the luggage. Diamond gear, monogram, belts to the luggage. Black Austin looking like a stealth on them buttons. Rolling up the onion kush, smelling like a funyun.
Definitely. So as an 80s baby, all right, as an 80s baby who grew up to your music, a lot of other people, I definitely noticed the shift. And for some reason, I've been trying to figure out what is the actual connection or disconnection between everything we speak about in the youth as opposed to the elders, those of us who they now call the OGs, right? So everything I've been hearing this whole time listening, what's the connection or disconnection? And so I've been trying to dissect that a lot more lately as I've been doing, my research, because I had to go ahead and tap in on this one because what you're speaking about, you two brothers, is very profound. So I don't want to take too much time.
I'm gonna tell you when the disconnect happened, man. It happened in the 90s, man. All the kids that was born in the
I think I might just have.
All right. Malysa.
Yes.
All right. You want to talk about this one? So I believe that there is a disconnect with the youth and so on and so forth. What do you think that might be? Because I actually want to talk about this video. I actually want to talk about this right here. Like, I'm going to get to the Carmelo thing in a bit. I actually want to talk about this because before we even talk about anything, I think we need to talk about how much there is a disconnect with our youth nowadays.
Actually, that's pretty good. I was just last week. I was able to have one of my daughters come in. I believe it was on one of these podcasts, and kind of speak on her perspective as a youth versus how they see us as the next or the prior generation. Excuse me, and then even how she sees children and the direction they're moving in as she's growing up and developing and a mom. The influence is extremely heavy, but not responsible. There's no accountability. It's more like it doesn't matter what I put out, how I put out, what's received, how it's received. As long as I got my check, at the end of lights, camera, action, I have no affiliation or responsibility to it. I'm just doing me.
Okay. Okay, so that's how you see that, like as far as like you see it more so in the sense of nowadays it's just doing it. But see, the thing is,
No,
you know,
I don't mind everybody doing them because that's the originality, that's the artistry. But I'm
right,
saying that there are people who, once they project that out there, and they know what they're being sold, or what's being projected out there, they know that the women know sex sells, the men know that money sells, or the projection of cash money hoes sells. You know what I mean?
right,
So if somebody says, oh, okay, I know, how many people have we looked at on the Malibu's Most Wanted type thing? You have these rappers that come out and they're singing about, again, cash money hoes, guns. I kill him because he looked over here. And then you have people thinking that that's something real. Then you find out these people are A1 college students getting ready to graduate with a 4.0. Ain't never seen the hood a day in their life. Never. And then you now left that impression on people who do see the hood every day that they wake up. And that is their reality. But you're not responsible for saying that fine print part. So then you have people out here trying to project a narrative in real life. And you have no one that's saying, hey, this is just what I be rapping about. My life ain't this, some cushy shit. I wouldn't kill a fly. I don't even kill time.
I hate killing time. That's the worst kind of death. Like if there ever was a death, killing time would be it.
No
So
bullshit. I
like for
literally
real,
have a poem that starts, I can't control time, but I can get face to face close enough to tell it.
okay now. Respect to the family. So we're going to go ahead. We are going to hit this video involving this case with this young brother. We're going to go ahead. I know people, you've been wanting me to talk about it. I ain't going to lie, I just been stalling. But we're going to go ahead and get to it. All right. So let me type this in right here. Give me 1 second, you guys. And just to go ahead and make sure that we stay nice and glued in, let's go ahead and do this. Bow. Y'all can just stay focused right there. Sway your head back and forth like we know Melissa's doing right now.
Oh,
what?
What?
All right, y'all.
Trying to get Sway ready. Mind your business.
All right. Okay, y'all. So let's go ahead and look at this right here. So this is what I want to go to. I want to go to this specific one, right? Okay, so let's listen to your boy, man. Let's listen to your boy. All right. So everybody, you all know who this guy is. He's infamous. And I like to pull his take up on it because I just personally believe it's gonna be lit. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is a raw reaction. Okay, let me see something here. Wow, there we go. Let me make sure we good. Okay, my bad, you guys. All right. So first of all, why OG is actually dressed up like my man who was on the Four Brothers during the ice scene when he opened the money bag and was like, I like the way you do business. But let's go ahead and listen to what he has to say. All right. Him and Sister Donna with the data. That's right. Everybody give it up for your man, Mr. Judge Joe Brown. Let's see what he has to say about this story.
I want to give a quick backstory of it. And actually, let me share this picture here. I guess I'll go like that. Yeah. All right. So
why did they release this picture of the juvenile or even give his name?
Because in Texas, 17 is considered adult if you're charged.
Do you agree with that, regardless of the law?
No.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, oh, was that it? Was that it? No.
Can I make a quick summation?
Yeah.
All right.
Just to let everybody know, I don't know what's about to happen, but I know the judge is slowly about to go off. Okay. All right. So since we all know the judge is slowly about to go off, let me go ahead and hit my disclaimer for everybody.
The way the defense might lay this out is, okay, he comes into the tent, he finds his property being taken, he gets it back, and they try to take it again from him.
Did you know that? I didn't know that about the story. I didn't know that they actually took a bag from him, and the only thing I heard thus far, maybe you're the same, is that he was sitting in a spot he wasn't supposed to be. And then they just simply told him, move, get up. This is you're in our tent, basically. Like, I think he was in like a VIP section. I heard nothing about a bag being taken. Oh, yeah, let's listen to this. Yeah, let's listen to this, y'all. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 9:10 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for watching Smitty's Corner with the also lovely hostess. You know who she is, Miss Malysa. Let's get it.
That's a robbery. In other words, the taking of the property of another by use of force or violence. He resisted.
Malysa, you know how to read back chats, right? You do? I can't hear you. Okay, hey, read the back chat while I'm playing this, okay? Thank you. Yeah.
The robbery, which is a felony, and that would morph the whole thing to killing into a felony murder situation. If you have a felony murder thing, the people who implemented the underlying felony become responsible for the consequences. For instance, if there is a proprietor, a manager, or an employee in a liquor store, and some people come in to hold up the liquor store, and there's a shootout, and one of the bullets fired by the proprietor, the manager, or an employee miscarries and kills an innocent person on the sidewalk. Well, under the felony murder thing, the employee, manager, or...
What if recording...
is not charged with the homicide. The people who are charged with the homicide are the ones that started the robbery. So in this case, you have a party that starts a robbery. 2, allegedly, you have a killing that results by the would-be victim of the robbery. So what happens is, under the felony murder theory, the person that's charged with the homicide and the robbery is the survivor. In this case, one of the should be co-defendants to the robbery, if that's the way the case is cast. The whole thing about the $1 million bond is absolutely ridiculous, because under the 5th Amendment, bonds shall be reasonable, and reasonable has been interpreted for the last 230 years by...
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm running around. I actually have to get... I got to get a battery. My keyboard's not working. I got to change the battery. I'm listening. Malysa, go ahead and respond to that real quick while I do this, please. Thank you. If you're there.
Sorry, trying to find the mute. Or trying to wait for it to pop up because I enlarged my screen.
There we go.
I absolutely love the breakdown of this. And unfortunately, there are so many details that are lost again, within the projective, spinning the case scenario. I've been a resident of Texas. And although it is a very mixed atmosphere, there is still a lot of people who like old tradition.
There you go.
So on and so forth. So I appreciate that there's somebody who actually has an authoritative voice saying, hey, these are all the things that probably you didn't think about, because we assume that when somebody of authority, police, whatever the case may be, come on the screen and say, this is what happened. Sorry. We assume this is what happened. We assume that we're getting the details ironclad. We assume that we're being reported the news, the truth, right? The hard facts. And then you get into these minute details and the whole perspective, the narrative, the shift, the compassion, all of that stuff changes.
And that's what I'm saying as far as like, you know, that's why I kind of wanted to take my time. So, I mean, this is just one part. We're not going through this whole thing. I want to get a nice piece of his. I got 2 more so we can get a good collective of different aspects of what's been going on with this case. I don't like to hop on things when people first hop on it. I like to let it build. Let me get a little more information. So I took time. I heard this. I said, yeah, I got to pull this one up. So with that being said, let me go ahead and type that in as well. I'm going to push play on this. You let me know when you want me to pause it, because I'm focused on putting something in there real quick. All right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
By the U.S. Supreme Court and most appellate courts is meaning simply enough to ensure that a person shows up until the charges are disposed of. No more, no less. But there is a trend that the liberal side has set up to punish people who are charged. And under American law, you're presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. An indictment or a charge is presumed under American law to be an accusation only, and a mistaken one. So there you go. What
pause
you have is a DA's office that seems to have relied upon some.
I got you.
So the pause there, that's
pressure, so that the
my bad.
No, you're good. Go ahead. That's the reason why I said I didn't agree about the 17-year-old being exposed.
Elaborate.
Because of what he just said about, you know, the charge being this. The charge is only this until so-and-so, such and such, blah, blah, blah. When and who, and I understand it's laws and states and everybody's different, so on and so forth, but 17, like, that's for, I mean, not saying that 18 is really going to make you grown either. I'm 46. I'm still not sure if I'm grown. So, I mean, I don't think it's that, but I'm adulting, but I don't know if I'm grown. You feel me? I do grown shit, but at 17, yeah. At 17, I had a form of adulting, but I wasn't no grown person for real. So, yeah, I like the fact that he's giving us the unseen aspect.
Okay.
I land there for the moment.
I like that. Everybody, make sure that, please, if you would be oh so kind, make sure y'all hit that cash app, man. Hit the cash app, man. $Roof311. $Roof311. Would you like to tell us where that came from exactly? Where'd that come from? I had to pull that down real quick. There we go. Boom. All right, we in there. So you ready to get back to the video?
What about this color here?
What about the color?
It's just the color. Yeah, I'll talk to you about it. It's just color. I know the color to be Tiffany and Lambda blue.
This is my mother's turquoise. This is actually something. Yes, I say that if you was to ever like catch like the very beginning when I start a show, you'll hear me say, "Hold on, y'all, I gotta get it to my mother's turquoise." My mother's two favorite stones are amethyst and turquoise.
Oh, my
Yeah,
birthday.
so it's just kind of like it's like a shout out to moms. Like moms love turquoise. It's just a shout out to my mother for real. That's it.
It's nothing wrong with it. It's just that that color is is a staple color in the birth of exclusive.
What?
So remember I was telling you about the organization.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
This was their staple color.
But you know what else I know though too? You know, it's been a lot of things with us as people. I'll give you a perfect example. Once upon a time, there was something called God's promise, and that's something that we all know is called the rainbow.
Covenant.
And it's still to this moment is God's promise. I am not going to let people like. It's tough though. Like, believe it or not, because it's so strong and a staple now, I can't just go around with rainbows and stuff talking about, nah, it's just God's promise. Nah, I'm gonna be confused. I'm gonna get some unwanted advancements that I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But real talk though, like I do recognize how much everything that used to be so pure has been perverted. This is turquoise is literally the color stone that is the combination of earth and water. It just it's blue and green. It's just blue and green turquoise.
It's nothing wrong with the color. I'm just telling you.
No, no. I understand that. I'm saying to like actually capitalize. Yeah. I'm actually adding to what you're saying. It's such a shame. Yeah, man. Like it's so many things that once upon a time really was like it was just fine. Like even watch this, right? People ain't ready for this one. You ready to veer off real quick? You ready to go down a rabbit hole real quick?
Always.
All right, here we go. Once upon a time, before we had something called the Bible, ancient Egyptians and ancient Kemet, they recognized the significance in the snake. You know what the snake meant to them? The representation that life continues to go on. Because what does a snake do? Shed its skin. So the way that it was always looked at, and even Native Americans have somewhat of the same ideology, right? Okay. The ideology really originally behind the snake, when you see the snake on the front of the pharaohs, you know what I'm saying? That means that life continues. I'm going to shed this body, but my spirit still continues, and I'm still in the same form that I was here. It had nothing to do with poison, no apple tree, no nothing. Originally, it had nothing to do with that. Somehow or another, they got us to the point. Okay, now.
Color.
Okay.
That's what I was talking. That's my little, by the way. But yeah, color.
Shout out to the family.
Little.
You already know. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the young beloveds. So real talk though, like there are a lot of things that like it didn't mean that. Once upon a time, black cats had nothing to do with bad luck. As a matter of fact, in ancient times, from Asia to Ireland, you name it, all over the world, they were considered like good omens. Like it was a blessing to have a black cat. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that I don't know. I like to look deeper into things. But what you got for that? Since we down this rabbit hole now.
That's very true. I would say is this, you know me, I try to simplify. Anyway, gifts and callings without repentance.
No. What I do. Flame on.
I wish I'll hold my peace. But
I mean, hold your peace. I would prefer if you hold your peace behind the camera. Though.
So all is well. It's hell.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nonetheless, I just, you know me, I be trying to simplify.
No, don't try to simplify it. Honestly, a lot of things that used to be considered pure and good has been fouled and tainted. It really just has. Like, think about it. Even down to nowadays,
it's not the beginning of it.
What's up with you? Nah, listen, it's not. Well, I'm saying more so in the sense of, I guess you could say, how can I put it? All right, so I remember like once upon a time we could just talk as men. You know what I'm saying? We like we did come up to the terms. YouTube, forgive me. This is for educational purposes. I'm saying this term in 3, 2, 1. We used to say no homo. You remember them days?
Mm-hmm.
And them Jones, blah, 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 no homo. Now it's pause. I get it. But I'm going to be real with you. We wasn't on no homo like niggas on pause. I tell this story all the time. I never forget. I was on the panel and I was like, I got to run to the restroom. I came back. Smitty, you good? Yeah, I'm good. I just had to go wash my hands and stuff. Hold on. Let me dry them off. My hands are wet. Hold on, Smitty. Pause. Pause what? Bro, I just said I washed my hands. My hands are wet. Your hands are wet? Yeah, from water. Like soap and water. That's why I have clean hands. I don't understand. What? How did you pervert that? So my point is, even down to us just speaking nowadays, I want you to really think about it. Like, it's almost nothing you can say that's not perverted. Everything is perverted. Nothing is innocent and pure no more. They've taken all the innocence and purity out of almost everything. They sucked it dry. See, look, watch this. Somebody's going to say, Paul Smitty, you said suck it dry. I couldn't just say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, man. I got to get this for myself, goddammit. Hold on. This is for me, everybody. Just give me one moment. Let me go ahead and get myself out.
Because I hate you coward ass niggas. You a punk ass nigga.
Okay. All right. You happy? You happy? Matter of fact, I'll even throw this one in just for good measures. I'll even throw this one right here in for y'all. Just because I said it.
Oh, hell no. 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 Oh, hell no.
You can't just talk no more. At least not as us as men. Now, that also comes to the point that I want to ask you down this rabbit hole. Do you believe that us as men have been by societal trained to be softer, docile, and weaker? Do you believe that society has really made it so like we don't know the difference between, nah, that's just a passionate, strong, boisterous man, and nah, that nigga hurt. He's toxic. You know, it has to be everything in the world negative because that man is now boisterous. And to take it back, matter of fact, I think it was on your show where us and Soap when Pac was talking. Remember what I was saying? Mm-hmm. Like I remember, like, now I ain't gonna lie, he was going overboard, like he was doing a little too much. But now I really do remember when like dudes can be like, hey bro, nah man, after all of that, like they can just like if they get to that point, nobody question how they got to that point. They just understand like, nah, he going off. And I understand now it's a whole bunch of like super duper like extra cross-examining of like, are you hurt? And it's like, nah, I'm just irritated as shit right now. Like, I don't like this. Like, what the fuck? Like, if it irritates me, like, I'm going to respond to it. So to land it, I just want to say to like, you know, my sisters who may not get it, I'll in a loving way explain it. Us as men, it's very confusing when society continuously tells us you need to be more emotionally intelligent, as in you need to know how to guide and, you know, you need to be more emotionally aware. We are always told nowadays that we need to know how to respond and everything. Well, guess what? Back in the day, we did a little bit more. Maybe not as much on the affectionate part, but we knew how to respond when it came to danger and threats. And I do believe that now it's to the point where if you actually respond what is natural and organic, like if I say, I ain't irritated. I don't feel no kind of way. I'm fine. And if somebody keeps telling me, for example, nah, you feel some kind of way, I'm like, no, really, I'm fine. It's okay. No. I'm just expressing myself. No. I can tell you're hurt. You're still hurt. And if I finally, after 5 times saying I'm fine, I'm like, will you shut the fuck up? Am I really like some crazy tripping dude, or am I like just organically, naturally irritated? It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's a simple fact. You're not listening to me. I'm getting irritated because I keep telling you what I'm thinking, what I feel, and you don't want to take that. You keep wanting to diagnose me. And I'm only saying that as far as how men are generally handled nowadays. We're not handled in that loving care manner as far as like, now I recognize, bro, you just getting some shit off your chest. For some reason, we gotta be the most distraught, hurt monk in the whole world. There is no way we can't just be irritated with this particular moment at this particular second, and then right after we get our issue off, nigga, we all right, I'm good. Ain't nothing. Not about to hold on to this for the rest of my life. But what's your take on that as far as, I guess, I don't know, your view on men? Like for real, I really want to hear what's your view on masculinity and the average man you come across. The average man you come across, do you feel like you come across whatever you believe to be true masculinity in your eyes is?
No. Unfortunately.
Now expand. There we go. Talk about that.
I think that it comes from us finally getting to a place where we can speak up. And it's all like this right now. And I think that comes from, I saw a meme or a video, I can't remember, the other day. And it happens a lot in our culture. Say me and you walking across the street, right? You stop. I just walk straight across the street. You stop and do this. All our friends from the neighborhood now talking about look at this nigga looking both ways before he crossed the street trying to be safe. This old safety, old fire marshal bill, head ass nigga, old safety patrol ass. You know what I'm saying? Old Captain Planet want to pick up the trash, head ass nigga. Like
you old crossing guard back in elementary ass nigga.
School safety patrol, inspiring
monitor,
old bright yellow highlighter, orange belt wearing everything. Like, and
we get to joning like shit. Y'all understand that, man? That's some DCPG shit, bro. We would joan like shit. We would joan your boots off, my nigga. Like, don't go to the back of the bus. Don't go to the back of that bus. You gonna get it. You gonna get flamed. like that's what people don't understand. They be thinking like I'm an asshole and shit. It's like, nah, I just come from here. Like you don't understand it. Nah, I'm just from here. Like that's just how we talk. They don't understand.
Because from wherever you started on the bus, and you take your seat, they on your ass, and you better have something to say back.
You better. Hey, look, niggas be working on jokes. Niggas be out home collecting jokes.
That's why we got the Martins and the Dave Chappelles. Because okay, so
up out of here.
I feel like on some real shit. If that's something that men have to deal with, then it's like, oh, all right, well, I'm gonna button that shit up. I ain't saying nothing. I gotta look tough. I don't want people to crack, So now you got this pride wall. And then I think that pride wall then shoveled up with, oh, just go to God in prayer. Black people don't do therapy, stuff like that. Then you end up with people who are not emotionally intelligent. You do have a lot of broken spirits. You do have a lot of, what the hell do I do with all of this? Unfortunately, you do also have a lot of households that no longer have fathers or men as representatives. Not saying that women can't raise men, but I'm saying they could use the help. You feel what I'm saying? Jill Scott has a really good song called "I Need You." Where she says, "I can kill a spider above my bed." She's naming all these things.
That's but I love me some Jill. Jill, Sade. Yeah. Nah, that's a beautiful song.
That. But at that, she's like, I can even raise the child will mate. You know what I mean? But I need you. And we don't want to say that. Nigga, fuck you. Look, it ain't that. But nonetheless, just to get back circle to the question at hand or to the answer at hand, I think we do it a lot to ourselves. And then we limit each other on where we can go for help. If you do express yourself, you're now put into a category that's gay.
Yeah.
That's that. That's the so now it's like, okay. So then are people identifying to that because that's really what they are? Or are they identifying to that because that's what we put on them and that's the category they've been in? If you wear pink, nigga, you gay. So we gonna always treat you gay until you get a boyfriend, and then we're gonna be like, I knew it. Are you going to keep being behind closed doors and your first interactions to intimacy is your same-sex relative? If you're a girl, your auntie. If you're a boy, your uncle, your brother, your father. And that's all you know. And you can't tell anybody. So now
Right.
you think that that's your sexual preference.
So you think that we've been like not only perverted through social media and mainstream media, you think we've also been manipulated mentally throughout our own communities?
We've perverted and manipulated ourselves. How many family secrets? Yeah, how many family secrets have you heard that everybody kept?
None, because we was raised what goes on in this house stays in this house. And what we used to do is hide abuse.
That
I
part.
used to look at it as only like, nah, really, you are supposed like, because listen, there is a part of that I do still agree with. Like, don't just be out there telling everybody your business. But I didn't know how much of that we was really saying. I know them ain't no sunflower seeds or pumpkin, son of pumpkin. Okay now, okay now, okay now, okay now, okay now. Oh yeah, you know how we do. Oh yeah, roll them dice. You already okay. 7 on the come out. 7 on the come out. Anyway. Hey, if that ain't some Maryland shit for your ass, boy, I try to tell
If
you.
I had a baggie and some white vinegar and some hot
I
sauce,
already knew it. I already knew it. Vinegar. I was just about to say vinegar and hot sauce. All my cousins do that shit. That's some uptown. That's that. Like, I already know. We can't just eat sunflower seeds, Nick. Just like we can't just eat chicken wings. Better get that mumbo with them French fries. We don't put no ketchup on French fries. Put mumbo. And they Western fries. That's right. Them potato Jones. Stop playing with me.
yo, shout out to wherever the hell Royal Farms came from. Because
yeah, that chicken box like that though. Them Western fries with that chicken box and biscuit. Hey, look, I stopped over there by Baltimore Stadium, man. Shout out to M&T Bank, man. I'm a Baltimore family, man. That everybody knows what I'm talking about. The Royal Farms right across the street from the stadium, right there at the light. Yeah, I done sat in that parking lot a couple times, buddy. I done sat right there in that parking lot a couple times on some
my
trips.
mom's in Columbia. There's literally one right around the corner from her house, and then one right on the other side of the mall.
You know what else they got? I'm just gonna say it. They got a great selection of jerky. That's right. I'm just saying that as a guy who likes to wear flannels and shit. Like they do. What? They do. They got great beef jerky. And it was somewhere you was talking about. What's that gas station you said?
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. I've never yet. You told me they got a great selection of like trail mix and all that shit too. I gotta try them one day.
To Buc-ee's in Texas. Let me.
Oh, they in Texas. Well, good luck on that one. Good luck on me finding that one.
I miss y'all a little bit. I do. I miss y'all a little bit.
Shout out to Buc-ee's in Texas, man. Everybody who know about the Buc-ee's in Texas, man. All right, shout out.
The Cupcorn lady in Dallas. I miss you, Cupcorn lady.
I ain't mad at you.
Mrs. Elotes, I miss you. Okay, go ahead.
Te amo, mira. So, I was just helping you out. I was just helping you out. Anyway, so real talk though. I do notice that, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be for real, Malysa. Like, things aren't what they used to be. A lot of things are twisted and flipped around. A lot of stuff is, like, again, like, I think the perfect example. Look, let's just be for real, man. When we were kids, we loved rainbows. You remember seeing one in your neighborhood and actually trying to figure out if you and your friends can run to the end of it, and you had no idea the true metrics of that shit? Like, real talk.
Please.
Like, I remember, like, we grew up to something like, I don't know, Trick.
Where is
Fruity Loops, Lucky Charms, all of these things. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, all of these things in a nutshell, like, it real deal. Like, it was something that we really did enjoy. We enjoyed tie-dye shirts. Like that was the thing back in the day. Tie-dye.
Making them.
Tie-dye is rainbow. So my point is, look at how much they've taken. They have taken God's promise. Don't ever forget that. I'm gonna make sure I say that one. They've taken God's promise and they've perverted it, and they done made you now think. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's what I'm saying. Hey, look, you know what? I actually remember. Of course I do.
Right.
No, I'm a retro king. You gotta understand. I got more female cousins than males and all of that. So it ain't me. Like I got cousins all in my
family. Rainbow Bright and the Color Kids.
Come on, man. Like I remember having to watch Punky Brewster every time.
We got to break that down.
Not real shit.
Rainbow Bright and the Colored Kids.
What? I understand. But remember, Punky Brewster wore what? Rainbow socks. She wore rainbow tube socks.
I mean, yeah, but was Rainbow Bright's Colored Kids colored kids?
Was Garbage Pail Kids actually dirty?
No way, Jose. Okay. You remember No Way, Jose? That used to be my Joan right there.
That junk was bumping. Ah, shit.
God have mercy upon us.
Yeah, nah, don't.
He was all sliced about it.
What? Because that junk was tight as shit. That junk was tight as shit. Shit. Man, that junk was tight as shit. What? So anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get now the news clip of everything that's been happening when it comes to the story of Carmelo Anthony. Y'all don't mind us, man. Like we're gonna have fun while we do this.
Really, that's what we was at. Sorry.
I'm gonna say it regardless. Because I should say it, man. Condolences to the family of the individual who, the brother who lost his brother, the mother and father. At that point, I take any and everything, however I feel in my personal opinion, out of it. As a father and as a brother and as a family member, that could be extremely devastating. So, all jokes aside, much respect to the family and condolences to you. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into this next one right here. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of look at this right here. Now, what I like to do is now we heard our side of it, right? Let's go ahead and listen to the other side. All right. I'm scared right now. I'm scared. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull it up as a glance so you can see. Then I'm just gonna play that in the background because it's one of them content creators where I don't know if they're gonna hit me for playing his stuff. So let me go ahead and hit this right. Yes. That's all I'm saying about that. Because they real funny with it. And now that it's not just me, now that this is growing, I want to make sure I protect this channel a lot more. When it was just me, I didn't care. I swear I didn't care. But I do have to care a lot more now because I love us. All right, so I'm going to pull this up. I'm not going to say the name. Trust me, if you're into this field of how all of this works, you know who I'm playing. All right. So let's go ahead and play Mr. T. That's right. I'm just going to call him Mr. T. Yeah. Let's hear what he has to say about this. Let's go.
Major developments in the Carmelo Anthony Austin Metcalf story. The teen who is accused of first-degree murder is set to be freed after they have issued a huge bail reduction. He also lost his lawyer, so they're changing up his legal defense, which is very interesting. And apparently the police do have video of the encounter, which leads many to speculate.
Fair use. YouTube, I beg of you, please, algorithm. This is for educational as well as entertainment purposes for the sake of the broadcast. Thank you so much, YouTube. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
If there was actual video of this encounter and it was self-defense, they would have dropped that video footage ASAP.
Oh, so you know where he's getting ready to go. Why are they getting ready to let this nigga free? He got a bail reduction. Now, let's just start here. How do you feel about the bail reduction? See, this is why I like to wait for things to develop and not just hop on it off rip. See, these are all new developments. You know, I like to wait for the new developments. Let's rock out. What you got? Should he get a bail reduction? In your opinion?
I don't know enough.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to play this. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, now. Okay, now. So let's listen to this right here. I didn't know this took place, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This is new to me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm responding the way I'm responding because I didn't know that was the case. Oh, snap. Let's go ahead and get to it. With that being said, I'm just gonna say it's late breaking news to me, okay? It may not be to you. I'm always late to the party, goddamn. So let me just be late and show up like I'm late and fancy. Let's go.
Within the past hour, 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony has been released from the Collin County Jail after posting bond. A judge reduced his bond. This morning from $1 million to $250,000. He's facing a murder charge after police say he stabbed another teenager, Austin Metcalf, while at a track meet at a Frisco high school. Stephen Dial is in McKinney with more. Stephen.
Carmelo Anthony left the Collin County Jail in a suit, but had nothing to say to the reporters before he got.
As you shouldn't. Shut the F up and take your black ass home. Don't say nothing. Don't think this is your time to have to be emotional. I'm innocent. Don't say nothing. Don't even say you innocent. Don't say shit. I'm saying this, you know, unfortunately, whoever may be in this predicament in the future, which I pray that you're not, but unfortunately, somebody will be. If you are and you hear my voice beforehand, don't say shit. Shut up. Shut up. When they say what you say can and will be used against you, one more again for the win. What you say can and will be, shut up. If you know any damn thing at all. Let's go.
Into that vehicle, the district court judge says that she looked at all the factors in this case, him not having a criminal history, and that led to her making her decision to reduce his bond. 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony was silent after bonding out of the Collin County Jail and being placed on house arrest.
How is this self-defense?
2 days after the family of Austin Metcalf buried their son, they were at the Collin County Courthouse for a bond reduction hearing Monday. Carmelo Anthony is accused of stabbing and killing Metcalf at a Frisco track meet earlier this month.
So basically, yeah, what we were speaking about earlier, that right there, yeah, like from what we know, he was sitting under that tent. That's supposed to be, I guess, like some exclusive. Let me go ahead and get us up here. Bow. Hold on. Bow. There you go. There we go. Yeah, that's supposed to. There you go with that shit. There you go with that shit. Keep making that damn noise. Stop playing all the time. I'm trying to focus. Anyway, so he was up under that right there, and apparently, from all I knew, and apparently from my lovely co-host here, is that somehow or another he just wound up defending himself. So now we're hearing Judge Joe Brown say, nah, while he was up under that tent, they took his bag. So it is two of them. So maybe that could be the case. Maybe one of the brothers picked his bag and was like, yeah, F you, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how they can get, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be for real. I was in Maryland U. I've been at the parties. I've been at frat parties. Oh, I've seen the cockiness of some people. Keeping this respectful. I've seen the cockiness. So that's all we knew, Malysa, is that he went up there and he basically went on ahead and he was saying, hey, I have a right to sit here. I'm a black man. Y'all not going to tell me where to move. And he was like, no, you better get up. And blah, 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 blah. Because I'm just going by it in a slicing way because that's just what we do. So they're like, no, you better get up, boy. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, I'm not getting up. If you touch me, it's going to be something. He's like, you better get up now, boy. You know what I'm saying? What? Shit. But nah, real talk. So it's like, that's all we knew. We didn't know that that's what was going on for real, for real. Let's go ahead and get back to it. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's rock out.
The case has quickly become national news, drawing a lot of attention, resulting in threats and increased security at the courthouse.
Threats and...
What state is this in? Do you know? It is in Texas. Take your time. Take your time. Okay. The Don is good. Dang, Texas again. All right. So all I'm gonna say is, all right, they got the chair, or should we say the bed now? They got the bed.
Yeah, Texas is a death penalty state.
Yeah. You know, that's why I ask those questions. I always want to know, did this happen somewhere where you can get capital? You already know Maryland doesn't have capital. You know what's funny? You know the DC sniper? Do you know how bad they wanted him? Watch this, y'all. So let me tell you guys a little DMV history. Remember the name DC Sniper. When he got caught, he was on our turf. Do you know how they went on? Yep. Do you know how they went on ahead and got him up out of here? Somehow or another, they went so far to push that paperwork to put his ass in VA. Mm-hmm. Because VA has the chair or the bed. Mm-hmm. He's called the DC Sniper, and he was executed in Virginia. Mm-hmm. That's how bad they wanted him.
And my thing is, have you ever seen an execution go through that fast? I have never seen anybody be...
When they push, man, what? Usually, man, people be on death row for like decades.
I ain't never seen that happen.
Bare minimum. If they put you on row, you get put on row, bare minimum, you got at least about like anywhere between 5 to 10 years. Bare minimum. That man was up out of here in less than 2. When they finally got that white van off the Beltway in PG, he got his ass right on up out of here, and they put And somehow or another, they just made sure that they connected things, and they make sure that he was extradited back to VA, because I think the connection, if I'm not mistaken, because I got to be careful with that. I don't give off false info. But like where their home was, him and his wife, he was trying to so-called protect all that other weird stuff. All of that was out VA.
I thought it was because one of the victims was from there.
It is one of the victims from there?
Let me Google it right quick.
Hey, Google that right quick. Yeah, thank you for that. Help me out with that. See, this is what I'm talking about. I could use some help sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Help me out with that information. But yeah, no. So from my point is that when they want you, they want you. I ain't mean to even get off on that too far. But we're gonna go ahead and settle that real quick since we here, right? But when they want you, they want you. Like yo, the law will, like, they, you know, and you can do all of that yelling and yapping all you want from behind walls. You can even have people. How many times have we seen so many people like just outside of the place rock out?
So among the victims was one of our own FBI intelligence analyst, who was felled by a single bullet while leaving a home improvement store in Virginia with her husband.
And And you know the closest one to where I am. So I'm in Bowie. So out here, there is a middle school called Benjamin Tasker. That is no more than in a car. I'm dead ass serious. Like, say, like right now, no traffic, no lights. Maybe about 7-8 minutes. It's under 10 minutes, somewhere around 8 to 9 minutes or something. It's literally right around the corner. Benjamin Tasker, that the young middle school kid that got shot in front of the school, that's here. That's right here. Somehow or another, they went on ahead and offed his ass in VA. But you see it though. So now, mind you, most of what he did, because he wasn't called the VA sniper, he was called the DC sniper. But they made sure they got his ass back over there. Now, but thank you for that information. So that's what we like over here. Thank you for that correction, just to make sure that we got everything clear, because we don't give out no wrong information. So yes, one of the victims apparently was in VA. So it don't matter. Let's say he had altogether 10 people, unfortunately, rest in peace, condolences to all of those families still to this day. But out of all of them, the one that was in VA, oh yeah, you can get the chair there. Let's bring him back there.
She was an analyst. So, I mean, not only that, but she was also an FBI analyst.
Oh, yeah. You not getting away
as random as we thought. Or
you
not
not,
maybe as he thought.
Yeah, you're not getting away with that one. And all of that because all you wanted to do was let your wife know that you can be a hero. You know, you can let your wife know that you a hero by just going out, getting a great career or something. You know, I don't know. You know, go further in your education or something. Build something in the back of the house, goddammit. Okay? All right. Okay. You want to let her know that you're a hero. I don't know. Do some shit like go downstairs and like break a pipe and then let the house flood and fix it. At least that was just y'all. Is my point. At least that was a problem that was just you all. But for you to go out here and do what your ass did, I guess that's between you and God. I don't have nowhere to put you because I got my own skeleton, so I shut up on that part. But all I'm gonna say is I'm not praying for you.
I have a quick question.
I think that's fair to say. What's up?
How you feel about the young man?
Oh, Lee Malvo. So unfortunate because he honestly, like looking back, he ain't know no better. I mean, he was like 14, 15 years old. You can be highly influenced, and we do come from that day and age where we hung out with a lot of the OGs, the elder people. A lot of us did. That was a normal thing back when we were coming up. Hanging out with people like, I mean, literally like 10, 15 years older than you. I had a lot of friends, like I'm saying that word, friends, homies, where like I would get off of the school bus and I would go drop my book bag off in the school. My parents are still at work. I got about an hour and a half before I got to pick my sister up. I want to smoke some weed. I'm in high school and I'm going to knocking on the door of a grown ass man who has his kids in the house. We're going down to his basement. This nigga like 27, 30 years old. I'm like 15, 16, 17, hanging with this nigga. Like for real, hanging with him. Like we really used to do that. It's like weird.
You got the candy lady. You got somebody in the neighborhood that's a grown ass person doing that 70s show, housing a bunch of underage kids, uncles, brothers. How you call them? Hideouts.
You know, we come from that shit, man. Like real talk though. Yeah, so like when I say I remember all these things, like, I really remember this, you know. So I get it. So it's like it's weird. Like I'm just saying that's why it's hard for somebody like me to really, really respond. Because I mean, I feel like I would be hypocritical. No pun intended, no pun intended. But honestly, I really do feel like I would be hypocritical to be like, oh yeah, this, and that, and everything else. But here it is, whole tea. I'm like, bruh, I remember being like 15 years old and I was hanging out with grown ass people, dog. I remember grown ass people picking me up from my house in front of my house to go out and bust swerves, bruh. You don't understand. Grown fucking men. I remember grown women really hitting on me when I like 17, 16. I was one of them who actually had like that older cougar, 25, 30 years old, like you cute as I don't know what, and keep touching my face. I remember, like, you understand what we come from. So it's like, then when I go back to the conversation we was having earlier, when I'm like, did we really pervert ourselves? Is what we see nowadays really bad, or is it just something that's always happened, but we just never really, like, I don't know, it was just so normal to us. You know what I think that we had that covered that shit? I think the fact that we still had like family dynamics and TV shows and music and everything that still spoke about real life, I think that's what helped Max give it a mask. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, at some point, go ahead.
We also didn't have social media.
Facts.
So what you knew was all you knew. What went on in your house was all that you knew, unless you went out and had conversation and somebody did tell the business. And even then, again, that's how you knew that was your best friend, right? Because you went over there and maybe you told their parents that so-and-so such and such was going on. I know for me, I used to spend part-time. When I lived in Glen Arden Apartments, shout out to Glen Arden Apartments.
Shout out, man. Shout out to PG, man, all day, man.
I lived in the front. You know what it is. I lived in the front. My best friend lived in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Her mama knew that, you know, things was rolling on. And although they didn't have the healthiest household either at all,
Right.
it was like, oh, well, yeah, you come stay down here. It's all types of school nights. I just spent 3-4 school nights down there because it's just at the back of the neighborhood.
Right.
With my best friend. My mama ain't like people, so wasn't nobody coming over to my house. But I was
the same type. You know what was weird? Like, I was allowed to go spend a night at my friend's house, but they couldn't come over to mine. And it wasn't because the house was dirty or nothing. Like, you know, we always had them friends like that. But like, nah, it was just my people's just did, like, my father always talked about liability. He was like, what if they get hurt? And, you know, he always had to be like, but at the end of the day, okay, all right, Dad, maybe you saved us from something, but he was too damn extra safe. That shit wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all.
Not extra safe. But yeah, I feel like that's where those things kind of spider web off to is it's not the same, because you could do that once upon a time, but then you did do that once upon a time, and going down in that basement, somebody came up different. And then now you're being exposed and more exposed and more exposed to social media opportunities, other people, safe spaces. Oh, you can come here, come there, It's okay to say something. We're all, well, not we're all, a lot of us are drunk off of pharma.
Big facts. Big facts.
So a lot of people are just, that's what it is. It's not that men are more or less sensitive, women are more or less sensitive. A lot of us are just drunk off meds. And so we just are truth tellers, or we're altered. There's no way you can tell me I'm taking a medication because I'm depressed, and one of the side effects is thoughts of suicide. But ask your doctor if you can get on it. Fuck is we talking about?
Okay. So let me ask.
There's no way that with the things that are being altered, manipulated, redefined, redesigned, we don't know what the hell this is sending people into. We got children and grown adults equally on the same types of medications that, like I said, the side effects are damn near worse than the condition. The side effects in the medication will kill you faster than what supposedly it's trying to treat. So I think that we just have a lot of discombobulated people. And then you take all those people and push them out. Again, a part of Big Pharma, a part of the prescription drug administration, hospital staffs, all of that. If you push all these people out there and say, go to counseling, now you've now sat down and told another person your problem who's getting to medicate you. So You go, you have a conversation with them. Now you're venting. What's the first thing they're going to do? Oh, well, let me put you on this. It'll make you feel better. So we just continue and continue and continue to recycle being drunk. Continue and continue, unfortunately, to have less safe spaces that aren't a part of a bigger agenda, especially when you're going into buildings and when you're starting to come under governmental rules, regulations, and guidelines. It's unfortunate. We're stepped on. That's what it is.
Okay, so this is my question real quick. And I'm right here. You know what I wonder? Now that I think about it, let's really think about this right now, okay? So this is the question that I have. All right. Forgive my spelling. I'm typing fast. Boom. Okay. So let's do it. Malysa, do you believe that there are still neighborhoods where you can leave your screen or front door open in the summer? You remember back in the days we did stuff like that? And that is the first part. And I got a second question today. Let's start there. We real deal.
Yes.
Like all parts of the house, like in the sun, like the house was just open. Like, and so you remember back in the days, like on like sitcoms and stuff, when you would see like, I don't know, Urkel or whoever the neighbor, then the local, they always just walked in.
Mm-hmm.
It was a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
To a degree, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or at least it was a little knock, like, hey, how you doing, Mrs. Such and such and such and such? Oh yeah, he downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
You just go down there, y'all playing video games and doing what y'all do, blah blah blah. Do you believe that there are still neighborhoods that are that comfortable? Is what I'm saying.
There are
having their homes exposed like that. There are.
Mm-hmm. I know people in those neighborhoods. I go to their house. I see their kids and their kids' friends just come in, and it's like the friends live there. But they are very prestigious neighborhoods.
Hey,
now, let me not say that. Because unfortunately and fortunately, depending on how you look at it, you do have projects where there's 3-4 generations, brothers, sisters, aunt, uncle, who have lived in that neighborhood for forever, and they spread out against the four corners of Palmer Park apartments or something, or whatever you want to call it.
You already know. You already know. Right off 25. Right off 25.
Again, in Harton, there's the front and the back. So in that case scenario, kids might run back and forth because everybody's eye is on a neighborhood. This is our neighborhood. And there are still some places who, regardless of financial status, hold down their neighborhood. So yeah, like you can run your kids all day long because we got eyes on them. Oh, that's little Johnny from up the street. My grandson and my grandkids run in and out my house with the little boy across the street. I know him. I know his mama. And if they bring another alien looking boy, where you come from, where your mom at? Because I don't know you. But yeah, a lot of that is unfortunately lost because of what's going on. And right now, I don't think that should get any easier. Because I think it's grown-ups that's getting ready to start coming through the door, not kids. And robots.
You keep on talking about these damn robots.
Because they keep on being produced.
You keep on talking about these damn robots. Okay. Yeah, they are being produced. You're right about that. Like, that is a real thing. That is a very real thing.
And they're not expensive. You know what I mean? Think about that. They're not expensive. They're tangible to damn near everyone. You got 15 grand? You want a car or a robot? Probably got 2 cars. Let's get a robot. You don't like what your shorty talking about? Fuck her. Get you a robot. We'll call her Julie. You can make him do exactly him or her do exactly what you want them to do. In China, I believe, China, Japan, where technology is like, who are y'all? It's
Basically,
far up.
basically, it is. It is. You're right.
They
And Japan.
really have
No, Japan
hand.
is where it's really at.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Taiwan, Korea, over there. You know
Yeah.
how we used to have gigapets?
Yeah.
They have those now, but they are like real life pets that you have to take care of types, real life people, like AI versions of people, girlfriends. Like you can actually make a gigapet type companion where you walk around, you have to give them attention and all of that, just within the confinements of like your phone or your device, where people are literally marrying these AI simulations that are just programs in your phone.
Did you hear about this story right here? Let me pull this story up because this was crazy when I heard about it. And you know something? It just kind of pulled up and it just went into the mist. So I got to type it in. You all give me a quick second. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a very, very quick commercial break. So already know, fam. You got it. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And this commercial break right here is brought to you by the illusions of this world and the reality in which we live in. Respect to you. All right. So everything you're talking about when it comes to things not just being, and all right, so listen. I will never forget. I think this story is maybe about, I don't know, maybe about 3-4 years ago. Would you want to say something, beloved?
That's my favorite graphic. I need that.
I got you.
But
All right.
with me, I need Malysa and the Asylum exclusive, and
I can do that.
I need
I can
that.
actually
I
do
left
that.
you a message about that like some days back. I'm just going to assume you haven't heard it yet. But yeah, I need that.
That's all good.
That is my absolute favorite. It says so much. It
It
reminds
does.
me of so much. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
All right. So,
You did that.
I need that sometimes. I never get that. I don't never get that. Like folks will love my shit and don't say a word. I appreciate you for just verbalizing it for real quick. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? That feels good. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna pull this up. I'm not gonna say anything. As soon as I pull it up before I push play, I'm gonna just let the title speak for itself. Okay. So Malysa, you know how you were speaking about this, like how people can feel, I guess, I don't know, how did you word it? I don't know, so offended or violated online and things, right? Talk about violation online, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the ultimate violation that I've ever heard of, and I'm still trying to figure out how the hell are you traumatized by this? What does the title say? Yeah. Yeah. This weird shit. Let's go.
Wait, what?
He went in there due to previous reports on similar assaults, if you like, and she was asked by other people's avatars that were present in this area.
So I want us to listen. She wasn't asked by people in real life. Listen to the language that's being spoken right now and how weird this is to me right now. Okay? People, seriously. Listen to how crazy this is. And she was speaking to other people's avatars. And what happened, Mr. White Guy?
To remove this defensive arrangement they have that limits people's ability to get closer to her in less than 1 meter.
Okay, so let's just do this briefly. All right. I'm going to make sure I keep us on track. I promise you. We're going directly back to that. So this is what I want to do real quick, just for those who, you know, for whatever reason may not be hip. So let me see. All right. Let me see. All right. So, okay. So basically what's being spoken about is this right here. All right. All right. All right, so Bone, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. All right, so Bow. Okay, so let me see something real quick. Basically, what they're speaking about is this right here. Okay, so this is the metaverse. Okay, so when you see on Facebook and everything, Meta, right, brought to you by Meta, they're trying to turn social media into a, like this right here.
Following Black Planet.
Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going? What brings you here?
Hey, where you going?
This is the future of chatting. This is the future of Instagram, Facebook. This is why they say Meta. This is literally this goes on right now. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh man, you got anything to talk about, or just gonna stare at me the whole time? I mean, don't take that the wrong way. This one's really easy. All right.
Circle. That's the circle.
Okay, so now that we got a nice little view, okay, so boom, that's all we needed. That's all we needed. So now let's get back to the video. Now you all got a nice little feel of what it is we're talking about when we say the metaverse, right? So now let's go back to this video. All right, boom, right here, and let's do this. Bow, bow.
Sort of speaking this space, so she accepted. And once she'd done this, she was kind of shoved into this virtual room by those, as you can see, two men.
Yeah.
Who,
First of all, right, so I cannot laugh. Who I'm talking about the guys, not her, not whatever it is she went through. Condolences to her mental health state, and I mean that genuinely. Who are these niggas? That one is holding a meta camera. Let's look at this interaction and how.
I have a quick question.
This shit is wild, man.
It is very wild, but I have a quick, simple question.
Anything.
She couldn't log out? Or take her virtual reality goggles off as to prevent this from going on?
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is. You're right. It's fact.
Let's go.
started assaulting her, of course, virtually. But you know, David, there's something we all need to understand. The experience that your viewers are experiencing.
She's swiping her handle. Well, I'm sorry. What is this? Did he really come up and like, no, drink? And she really put her hand up and swiped the bottle away virtually. Now, what's his name? Swag Daddy 69. Okay, so Swag Daddy 60. This is wild.
So you in there with Swag Daddy?
What are people doing?
You did not log out. I don't know how Meta works, But if it works according to the last time I remember, it's like some goggles that you put on.
It
and all
is.
that, and then you sit
It is.
down. So you watching this happen to you, where you can physically just log out.
God have mercy upon us.
Right now, while watching our broadcast and seeing this film, is limited in respect to what she has.
Was that her friend coming? What is happening in here? So hold on. Let's say that was her friend with the puffs, just in case. No one. This is, man, let me shut up. I'm just going to play it. I'm not even going to stress myself.
The phone didn't call her and say, log out.
No, the friend came in virtually. Oh my God.
All right. Yeah. Once you put on this helmet and you feel all this in 3D, while your hands are holding those joysticks that vibrate in response to what happens, convinces your mind that this experience is much more real than one might grasp while watching this two-dimensional video.
Yeah, I'll testify
It really feels real.
Yeah, I testify to that. My 10-year-old son is an.
Let me ask you a question. Am I wrong right now? Am I really laughing at a grape? Am I really laughing at a woman's pain right now? Or am I laughing at some goofy shit?
I'm not sure because
I don't know. Like, it's weird. Like,
I definitely don't want to downplay that. Nobody on this platform wants to downplay that. With all due respect, I'm just very confused on
I'm
why
so confused.
Log out.
Well, I'll just say this. This is a confused laugh. I'm really laughing because I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, so let me ask you this. Like, after this, did she go to the doctors in real life to get checked? See, let me shut up. Man, God damn it. Let me shut up.
Oculus Quest at home. And
Technically, she
certainly
could have.
major difference from watching that on a screen.
Go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Technically, she could have a therapist.
No, I'm talking about gynecologists.
No, we definitely.
Right.
Well, I don't know. They talking about the joysticks vibrate and stuff. So.
Oh yo, what the? Are you?
My mic is muted. Screen and then putting it on and you feel yourself in these worlds. It's remarkable. And that's just to plug the product itself here. But so you're right. It's definitely a different experience having that on. But what a gray area this is. And that's why I don't understand like where the legal side.
I like how he said that. It is. This is such a gray area. Like there's no way you can put this black and white. Shout out to him.
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is. You're right. It's fact.
Of this comes in. I mean, so many questions about what's right or wrong, but also, I mean, you mentioned these two quote unquote men in there. We don't even know if they are men, right? In this VR world, I mean, it could be anyone essentially out there.
You know, as we know.
Yo, what if that was two like 8 and 10-year-old little girls? Like on some real shit. Because he actually has a thing.
So where Chris Hansen about to jump out your kitchen.
Ah, man. Like, duh, he has a point. Like, because that is true. Because, you know, even in kids' spaces, let's pay attention to this, people. He has a point. Because there are a lot of times where us as parents, we have to be very mindful. Who is that talking to your child on social media? That's why I don't agree with it. Who's that talking to your child on social media? Is it really another fellow teen or something, or child like your kid? Or is it somebody with an avatar, you know, and it's like, you know, was sick? They have times where it's like, that picture you talking to is one of the victims that's already gone. Real talk, people are sick out here. The fact is that people do some wild stuff. And this right here, I mean, this tops almost anything I've ever, and I was like, I remember this story. I remember when this came out. I remember seeing it as a big headline on Facebook, and I know it's going to be people that's going to watch the replay like, nah, I do remember that. But let's go ahead and get back to it. You got anything, Malysa?
No, we're back on the same page.
Bet that up though. Let's get it.
Know from the internet, anyone could be anyone, but I think the new they mentioned here is really the experience. And actually here in my editorial stuff, we had the same argument.
Yeah.
How real is this assault? I mean, you know, a regular person would say to this woman, well, if you don't feel comfortable, just remove the helmet. Get back.
I think I heard someone on the show say that just now about removing the helmet. I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was, but somebody up here mentioned something about can't you just remove the shit and log off. But let's just keep going. Maybe I'm tripping. Oh, here we go. My bad.
Back to your life.
Yeah.
But then again, as you noticed with your son, first, the experience is much stronger, and secondly, this whole virtual experience is so much more important and basic to their lives, the young people. And we should understand that, you know, they need to be there because some of their social life is happening there, and they know some of those people and they care about those experiences. So just tell them, you know, shut it off, go out. It's too simplistic. And the response and the solution should be, you know, should come from understanding the reality they're living, which is different from ours.
Well, how can this virtual reality be policed, or even should it be? I mean, should there be?
What does that mean, Malysa? What does that mean?
Which part?
The reality that they're living is different than ours.
I guess that they're trying to say in the in the structure of
right
people who literally you know, and I hate to say it this way, but you know, like you'll see like a dirty old fat computer guy and you like he probably
the Cheeto crumbs on the stomach
and you like that John probably stay in his mama basement, ain't still a virgin, ain't never been that type. And I think that's what they mean. And in that world, they will never be anything that society says it's okay to accept. In that reality, they can literally be anybody. They can be skinny. They can be stud muffins. They can have small, medium, large. You feel what I'm saying? So, and for them, yeah, that's their reality because that's where they don't have to answer questions. They can be a creep. They can do all those things behind closed doors in whatever skin they want to be.
That is true. No, but listen, you know something else? It's also the factor of you're right. These are people that never got out the basement or the house. And this actually is the closest thing to actual real life to them. And there are some people, I'm now thinking about it, I don't think that you can tell them it's not real. That's wild.
They live there. These are people that they now have their community. I mean, let's be completely honest. How many relationships and friendships have been started by social media? How many people have gotten married to someone that they met on social media?
No, that's true. Now you got a point to that. Majority of my life has been in real life, like my encounters relationship wise. Let me see. Let me count. Only 3 people I've met here online and actually dated and developed something with, whether it lasted or not. 3. The rest of my life, the entire rest of my life, you lived exactly where I lived in somewhat of a fashion, and or I was out and about and met you, even if it wasn't the same state or whatever. Like I was somewhere, you was somewhere in real life, and we encountered each other, you know. So that's what
the relationships that you had. The relationships that you had. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. I didn't realize you were taking a breath.
No. I was just Well, I was just saying to Landon, I want you to get the floor. I was just saying that's why I say I'm not good at like long distance. I'm just not, because I'm I'm best displayed in person. Like I'll mess up all day on the phone type shit. Like that's not my forte. Like trying to think to do shit like from states and miles away. I'm not good at that shit. I'm just not. Am I good in a relationship? I ain't had no complaints for real. Shit ain't worked out simply because of multiple different reasons. Majority of the reason is simply because people wound up moving. You know, it's a lot of people, if you know from here, a lot of people don't realize. Like, that's why I say when I'm still here, I'm still here. I've had like, well, one, I was in a relationship with the mother of my child for 12 and a half years. Get out of prison. I've had like 4 relationships or so, 2, couple. And I know that everybody else just moved, and or the one where she left me when I was in the hospital. That was the one I definitely told. That was the like one from here. Like, yeah, like she left me while I was in the hospital. But other than that, I don't really have circumstances where like my relationships broke up on like really, really bad terms, except one. One was nasty, like, but the others is like, nah, like we cool. Like it's no issues. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, I recognize that I'm not good at far away. That shit don't mesh with me too good. It don't. I'm just not good at it. I'm not good at like we waiting months at a time to see each other, and like I gotta do some like perfection shit over the phone. That doesn't work good. It just doesn't. I'm at some point you're gonna think I'm full of shit or something. And the only way that I can show you anything is when you experience, and that's why I said the 3 steps last night. You get acquainted, you meet, and then you experience. And the only way to know if you're going to be with somebody is if you get a full-fledged dose of the experience, not the meeting, not the acquainting. No, that's only but going to go so far. If the experience does not take place, you're not going to understand nothing. I'm not going to understand nothing about you. You're not going to understand nothing about me. Now, that's just to the ether. What you got for that, beloved?
I think that, I think same. Well, no, I don't really think same. I think that some of the points are the same.
There we go. You go, man. That's what I'm talking.
Yeah, I think that anything that's worth having is worth working towards or working for. But the word towards has to be a part of what that work is. It has to be working towards. You can't both be working individually trying to come together. It just doesn't work that way. So I'm not necessarily against long distance relationships with that at the end of it. I'm not necessarily against it because I feel like depending on how far away though, like if we're talking airline trips, I mean, I have to fly to you, you have to fly to me. And it's not like because you work this way regularly or I work that way regularly, then I feel like at some point you either have to make a decision to move in together or to go your separate ways. But if it's okay, I got to drive to you and that's feasible, then it's feasible. So, I mean, to each rule an exception or to each point its own exception.
I'm right here. No, absolutely. No, you got a good point right there. I would say like, well, more than anything, right? More than anything, I would say, more than the exception to the rule, I see a balance tilt.
Mm-hmm.
There should be the exception to the rule, as in AKA the benefit of the doubt, if you would say.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. The thing is that nowadays, with everything being such it's either all the way this way, all the way that way, it's really hard for a lot of us to even begin to talk about that part. What you just spoke about in a nutshell is now the anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
That is what's now like, I mean, that don't happen every day. But what I know is that we both know that was something that was extremely normal at one point. Well, no issues with that. Everything you just said, like at once upon a time, like that was just what it was. And it's not at that point no more. Let's listen more to this real quick because I really want to actually finish this because I want to get reacquainted with this whole story. Let's go ahead and pull this back up. With that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 10:34 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for watching. Much respect to you. Let's get back to it.
The authorities present in this world. How big of a growing legal gray zone is this?
So yeah, this is really just at the beginning of starting to understand the problem, nevertheless the solution. But let's understand that if this space is actually inhibited by people, then things might happen. And just as we have rules to what's happening outside here in the streets, we should have rules which should be sometimes embedded in legal acts.
You ever seen those videos of people with the glasses on, like just wandering in the streets like this and like a zombie?
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy? Their arm movements is equivalent to what we would see on The Walking Dead. Wait. Before we push play, look at the videos of people that walk around with those glasses on. It's real funny the way we ha-ha. But I want you to really pay attention to their movements. Is it not very equivalent to what we typically see, how zombies move? You know, the whole hands in front of your face. Peep game.
Yeah.
This is why we call this the lighthouse. This is why this is the lighthouse. This is why we are the lamps. This is why I always say at some point, third eye. What you got for that, beloved? If I push play.
Same. I agree. They have the things that are coming out, or again, they're coming out. They're going to be like when Nino Brown had the first cordless phone right in the car. They were hard to get at first. There was only a group of people that had access, but slowly but surely, like you said, through Meta, through all of these different things. Things are becoming more accessible so that they can get everybody on one accord. So yeah, you do see people there walking around. Think about people that are talking about get hit by cars because they're just walking out in the street. They on their phone. They're not paying attention. All those things. The person that's driving probably looking at their phone and not paying attention. So neither one of y'all are looking at each other. So yeah. Definitely a problem.
And let's not act like that they didn't actually have to come out with an actual law that was like no text while driving.
Right.
Now listen, that's text while driving. But yet you got people with whole headsets on their face just out in public.
Right.
Oh, wild. No, it should be no metaverse while walking. That's right. That should be just as much as a law.
And
as,
take into consideration
no metaverse while walking. Like you should literally get a ticket just like the person who was texting while driving and or didn't have their seatbelt on.
No doubt about it. And then take into consideration that while all of that is going on, when you have those glasses on, you're still looking at a projected reality that somebody else is giving you. Like you just assume and you trust that what's showing in front of you is accurate. I think people are way too.
I don't know, Melissa. That office classroom right there looks mighty realistic to me. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. That looks like the real world. And if you believe that, then apparently
you're missing the point.
I hope I didn't trigger you. Let's go.
and policed in this way or another. Right now, Meta is, I think, trying to cope with that. Maybe not to.
Did you see what just happened? This person just went from an actual coffee mug, an actual laptop, threw the glasses on, and turned it in. How much do you hate your real life? No, that's a real question. I'm sorry. How much do you hate your real life to be at this point where you will literally take your whole day, that's your real whole day, and turn it into Meta? Interesting.
Successfully, but this is the faith of any innovation.
Yeah, what are they saying? I mean, what's
So you rather take from having a whole arm with wrist to just like a floating hand that has no real. What are we doing, people? Like, this is what y'all want for real? Like, this is the world you all want. This is what it is now. I'm going to take a quick commercial break. Are you okay with that, Malysa?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. We're going to take a very, very quick commercial break. And this commercial break is brought to you by something that I tell everybody every day.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I gotta keep going. 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 I don't half step cause I know the full truth. The devil cooking, he don't know that I could cook too. When life give me pressure, I still show the good fruit. I treat it like my last rep and I just push through. I don't believe in failure cause I can't afford it. And if it ain't meant for me, then I ain't about to force it. I think about the victory and trigger my endorphins. The mission too important, ain't no way I could abort it. So I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going.
Let's get back to it. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 10:41 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for watching. Malysa, do you have anything to say to the people?
Not before this clip starts, no. But I appreciate everybody for coming through, stopping by. And yeah, all be good.
Let me, my bad, y'all. Hold on now. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. Let me keep that up there. I apologize, girl. Type something in the back chat.
That's what Meta is sort of.
I'm not used to doing that, so don't mind that. I'm just not used to that mode. But everybody, make sure, yes, once again, man, come through, man. Support our own, man. All right. Y'all see the Cash App right there down below. All right. Ruth 311. That's right. Ruth 311. Cash App. Support our own, man. Support the sister. Let's get it. She works very hard to give us good content. Let's go.
Answer to this type of issue, this sort of development in their world.
Yeah, so they have responded previously, not to this story yet, but previously, yes. Previously, they have responded there trying to put in effect the means for any person to defend themselves, such as this radius protection that nobody can get near you. But they, of course, don't blame anyone who does not use that.
All right. Oh, gosh. I don't know if anybody just heard what I just heard. So now they're building protective orders for Meta. Meta has basically a virtual court ordered stay away 100 feet. Why don't you just block them? Malysa.
Or just log out. Like,
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I'm way back there. This is a bit much for me. I get it, but I don't get it because like, yeah, I don't even have a TV at home because I'm particular about what I take in, what I absorb. I'd rather it be super specific, and I don't want to be caught up in just staring at the TV all the time. So for me, I really lack understanding on how this happened. As respectfully as I can say it.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to say.
I don't ever want to take away from somebody's real feelings. You know what I mean? Their perceptions, their reality is their truth. I say it all the time. So I can't be a hypocrite of my own thoughts, but I just feel like there are some measures that were really simple in being able to do that. And now with it's all just something that causes something else to have to be invented and created when you're telling us that the reason why you invented and created it to begin with was to be better. Now, once we get all these again, because I'm gonna say it, because it's the same thing, robots, people with their goggles on and all that other stuff out in the streets. Now what? People thinking that they're superheroes, people thinking whatever our minds are infinite.
Right.
Like for me, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all. I'm nervous.
Why?
I'm nervous.
Why are you not impressed?
I'm not
Because this is the wave, right? You know how we say the wave. This is the future.
Yeah, no doubt about it. In some aspects, yeah, that's cool. Would I like to go to a virtual or a hologram concert and see I was going to say Tupac, but I don't think he did for real. Shout out to Tupac. But no, but see the artist formerly known as Prince, or see artists from back in the day where they can go and pull the old footage and you can go and see it as if you're in that lifetime. Yeah, I think that would be incredible. Takes me back to here goes another homeboy reference, going to the Air and Space Museum and then going into that big IMAX and they got that giant thing. Or when they used to take us to the planetarium and you had the seats leaned back and it's almost like you're in space. You know what I mean? You're looking up at the stars. I still love to do that as an adult because it reminds me of that field trip, that space, that room. So in those aspects, I think it's incredible. But when you start using it to replace people, when you start using it to avoid basic human touch, scent, smell, interaction, I question that and it makes me nervous. On the flip side of that, because people are so fucking cruel, yo. Understand that because people are really so fucking cruel that there are individuals who are willing to live like this to avoid running into you. So I ask you to be accountable for who the fuck you are as an individual.
People will go through extended lengths to hide from you on social media. People will like the block button. I'm saying as far as like, but sometimes it's like rightfully do. Like I can't even front. Like, see, the thing is, these mechanisms are also, I do believe, rightfully put in place. No, you got some people that real deal got like some crazy individuals, man. You got some people that if it wasn't for that block button, that Psycho X or something like that could actually possibly find them and off them. Like that can actually happen. That shit really is something that's like real. We don't talk about it a lot, but I'm pretty sure if we got to typing in some Google searches, right? I promise you, there'll be a plethora of stories that'll pop up from a Craigslist, you name it. So I don't see, again, over here, I'm all about the balance of the thinking. I don't never look at, like, I don't care how much I may feel some kind of way or I may view something some kind of way. I still will always be like, nah, it's a cross. My thoughts are the cross, my up and down, my left and right. What turns that into a star for me is all the other angles everybody else has to offer. It ain't always just about me turning it into a star. No, that's why I said let us turn this cross and make it into a star. Sometimes what you all have to say is the up, down, left, right, and sometimes I got the angles. And you know what? Most of the time, you all are the ones with the angles. And I appreciate it. What you got for that, beloved? On this part, or you want me to just push play?
You can push play.
Yep, let's go ahead and get him. With that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Now, look, you remember when I talked about, dang it, I forgot the time of season. You remember when I talked about, are there any neighborhoods we can just leave the door open?
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot it's not cold outside no more. So I got a mosquito in here. That's great. It's great. Just great. Just great. And Granddad always said, you know, they like us more because we drink Kool-Aid, so our blood's sweeter. How ignorant. Thank you, Granddad. Thank you, Granddad. Let's go ahead and get back to the video. I love my grandfather. That was some dope shit, though.
Maybe they don't understand the danger until they actually feel it. But I do suppose that definitely when we want to expand the usage of those spaces into learning and working and meeting with your friends.
I still wonder if Mark is even human. Let me shut up.
And entertainment, then we definitely gonna have some.
Support the Cash App. Support the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Okay, now go ahead and support our own. All right, $ Roof 301, $ Roof 301. Support the Cash App. You ain't got to do it right now, this very moment. It's okay. You can go ahead and just take note. And if you happen to catch the replay, I'll let you know what I'm saying. Sis on the back end. She will be more than welcome to receive it. And with that being said,
yeah. Money on my mind. Money on my mind. Yeah. Money on my mind. Money on my mind. Yeah. Money on my mind. Money on my mind. That's right. Money on my mind. So money is all I think of.
all right, now support our own, okay? Because if they don't like us, I love us. Let's get back to it. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Type in $ Roof 311, $ Roof 311. The time right now is 10:51 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for watching. Much respect to the family.
More policing in there that might be actually, be perpetuated by actual people being there, actual virtual people being there and looking around.
Joel, is this the future of gaming? Or does it even define in some way the future of our relations with each other? I mean, what's coming down the line here?
Yeah, so let's look at your son and his friends and this generation and understand how important that is to them. I advise anyone who watches us maybe to search, to just look at YouTube for live performances in Fortnite. Okay, it's a game, Fortnite, but you could find their occasional.
I have heard a lot of really gruesome stuff. You know what I even heard happened on Fortnite once upon a time? I heard that there was a guy by the name of, I don't know, DJ Academics. That's right. Fair use. Yeah. And even what happened on Fortnite, he was talking to this little kid and stuff. And I had a whole live about it. And you know what? YouTube took it down. And it's okay, YouTube. I understand. You didn't take the channel down. So thank you for taking down just that episode. So I appreciate you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, algorithm. All right. We're going to play ball. We're going to play fair. But I get it, though. But I'm just saying, look, right. My whole thing is, look, what was that happening on Fortnite? That was a grown ass man talking to a 13, 14-year-old individual. All right. about inappropriate things, and I'm just going to leave it at that because I ain't going to say too damn much because I know that algorithm is listening. What you got for that, beloved?
No comment.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Rock and pop performances, which are an amazing event. It's a cultural event, a societal event, and you need to watch that and understand where the world is going. And moreover,
You know, I hate that. Understand where the world is going. You know, I hate how people say that so comfortably. Like, are we saying that as if like it's going in the right direction? Like, why do people keep saying it like we don't understand that most of us should hear this and be like,
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
we should be. We really should be in that position when we hear most of this. But you know what most people honestly sit back and say? When you get to saying big, wild, geeking like this right here, you know, most people, they don't even think. The majority of the masses just does this. And that's when I sit back and I just be like,
You're missing the point.
what you got for that, beloved?
I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing.
I mean, really though.
Except the little pink guy. I'm so distracted. I got nothing.
You're missing the point.
I'm sorry. Oh man. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break, okay? All right, because I'm just gonna let homie woosah real quick, okay? I'm gonna let homie woosah. This commercial break right here is brought to you by basically the dynamic duel of what you see tonight. And yes, you are the short one with the fat head. Why? Because I don't know. I'm just going to make you smarter than me. Shit, God damn it, take the compliment. Okay, let's rock out.
What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The Pinky and the Brain, yes, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. They're laboratory mice, their genes have been spiced. They're Pinky and the Brain. Before each night is done, their plan will be unfurled by the dawning of the sun. They'll take over the world. They're Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. Their twilight campaign is easy to explain. To prove their mousy worth, they'll overthrow the earth. They're Pinky and the Brain. Nerf!
Do you not know how how many oh shit I'm sorry sir everybody y'all already know who it is, and you better believe you got your new intro on the way, sir. With that being said, everybody welcome this person that you know his face oh so well. Let's give it up for Mr. 84 himself.
Wilson, what are you doing? Hi, Hotem. I'm just testing my maracas. Usually when I have mine tested, the doctor makes me turn my head and cough. Happy hour, Wilson?
What's going on, so?
Oh my God. Listen, man, I came up here to show some love.
All day in the pain. We appreciate you, man. Absolutely, man. You already know you part of the Lighthouse too, just like I'm a part of, you know what I'm saying, your network too, bro. You know, go hand in hand. Alliances. I ain't mad at you.
Heidi,
Where did he
neighbor?
Where did he go? Where did he go?
I don't know.
No, he probably just ran to go get some cereal. Give him a second.
Not go get some cereal.
Nah, real shit though. No, real shit. Just give him a second to get back with his little mixture, like, you know what I'm saying, like honey bunches of oats and raisin bran. Just give him a second. Just give him a second. He'll be back. That's my man. He already know. But nah, real talk though. So, Malysa, honestly, is this a real claim? He'll be back. I think. No. That happens. His connection probably. He'll be back up. Is this like a real claim? See, there you go, right there. I told you. No, it happens.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I got a phone call, and that's why it happened. But listen, I just want to show. You know what I mean? Salute to you, love to you, man. Like I said, continue to be the blessing that you are at all times. Salute to my sister Malysa. She know what it is. Love you, sis. You know what time it is. Listen, I gotta do a shameless plug to this. Is what I gotta do. All right. You know what I mean? Listen, tomorrow we're doing Malysa the exclusive. All right, you're probably gonna see all of us up there for real. You are. All right, episode 2, and I'm looking for the perfect picture for it. I think I got it. I'm trying to find it. And I had it, but then my phone was acting up last night, and I had to fall asleep.
I got the perfect picture. Listen, it's gonna be the picture that's at the end of her intro before she does her exclusive deluxe for us before we leave. See how she's scratching her head right now? Because she like, why the hell everybody keep finding this picture that I'm trying to hide? You can't hide.
Oh my God, send it to me, Smitty. Send it to me. But listen, y'all. You know, let me get back to these people in the backstage because they chopping it up. But love you guys. Don't know if y'all about to end or y'all still on for a minute.
Wait, y'all still live?
Nah, we done. It's a wrap. We just hanging out real quick.
No, I want to come to the Honeycomb Hideout. We should be wrapped up.
Sure. I'm sending it. I got
all right,
y'all.
cool beans. Don't leave us.
All right, love y'all.
All right,
yeah. We're gonna stop through. All right, so look, we'll just get through the rest of this video so we can go over to the goddamn hideout. Shit. All right, so we're gonna go to the Honeycomb Hideout, y'all. All right, so yeah, about that one. Shit, boy, I tell you. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get back. I'm trying. Stop. Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Whew. We got a woosah. real quick. So with the shit, I can't even think. This right here is brought to you by. Okay, let's get to the video. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's go ahead and rock out and get to the last bit of this. Let's see what we got.
Understand how important this avatar, this virtual person who reflects you, is for those people who hold it. Okay, they really care about how this person behaves, how he looks. They buy stuff for it. They really care for it. So
people pay actual money. People have gotten real life money from being in a metaverse. I remember my daughter had this game, and it was like you had to take care of some pet. I think it's like what you're talking about, and it was like, I don't know, she had some kind of like little like it looked like a raccoon cat. It was weird. It was like you can make animals and stuff, like, right? So it was like a bunny like raccoon cat, and this bunny raccoon cat, like she had to take care of, and then she didn't log in. Like if she logged in 3 days later, like the jump be like ribs showing, it'd be like cobwebs on the wall. It was weird, and like
yeah, no, for real. It's like
like I'm like, hold on, what is happening right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she said to me, right? She was like, Dad. Can you pay? Now, this is before I was anything. Now, mind you, I just got Cash App only a year ago. So all of this electronic pay, I was real deal still awesome. Like, do they take Western Union, baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is there an Ace check cashing or something around the corner? I don't know. So
Ace is insane.
I mean, really, we just got like real talk.
Your age first bank account, low key, cash your checks. Like what?
Man, that shit is wild, man. Salute. What's going on, Q? What's going on? Y'all make sure y'all go over there. Check out my man Q. If y'all want some good, like, you know, footage and stuff like that, my man is on the photography. You see him right there. It stays with his camera. If you need any work done with that camera work, my man is your specialist. He is your man. Make sure you check out my guy, Quentin Harris. Support our own. They may not like you, brother, but guess what? I love us. Let's get back to it. Now, yeah, real talk though. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I know we should not neglect it or overlook it. It's going to be important in the coming years.
Can you hear that?
Yes, sir. Faintly, yeah.
No, just faintly for real. Hold on, because the volume's up. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me push play. Not because when I do that, you understand on my side of stream, yeah, like when they be messing with it, like we can see it when they messing with it. Yeah, the bars show up.
Listen to so many sci-fi movies. I think of Bruce Willis, Surrogate, so many others. We're heading down that path fast. But Dora Globerman, thanks for being with us here. Appreciate it.
All right, so when I guess, you know, wrap up for this. Like, really, what's your thoughts on this? Seriously, like when it comes to now, and I'll start it off and be, you know what I'm saying, in a nutshell with it. I honestly have recognized that, all right? Cam up for y'all for the last couple minutes. I have recognized that there is really something wrong with society. It is something truly wrong. Something has really gone array. Something has gone to the brink of, I believe it's the point of no return. In my personal opinion, I do believe because of moments and situations like this, I'm talking about overall, like the majority. I'm not talking about us in those small little sectors and sections of groups. Yeah, we always going to exist, right? Make that clear. Make that clear. But I have definitely recognized that, in my opinion, and Malysa, I guess you can end it off in your final thoughts with this. I don't believe that the world will ever get back to the days of organic. I believe they started off with Hot Pockets and toaster strudels, and now we have Meta. Just what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think although those Jones are a bomb, I ain't gonna lie. Some of them Hot Pockets is like that. Okay. We can't front. Some of them Hot Pockets be hitting on them late nights when you just don't feel like making nothing and you just need something real quick to just put on your stomach. All right. I will say that. Just make sure you have yourself with like some fruit or something afterwards. All right. Keep yourself balanced. Drink some water. Stay flushed out. Stay detoxed. Look, right. I do believe that the world is to a point where we will never return back to organic. I do believe we're too far gone. I don't believe we'll ever get back to the point where people in the majority truly appreciate handwritten or hand-drawn art more than the graphics. Now, I don't believe that people will really truly appreciate those who have a real voice as opposed to those who can take their fake voice and then put auto tunes over it, you know, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think anything organic will, at least in our lifetime. I think it's going to take a while. It will return. Everything circles back. Now, I do know that, but I don't think it's going to be within our lifetime. I think majority of us, our age, right around, I'm talking about within like 10 years younger or older, we not going to see the change of it going back. I think we only have what it is that we can reminisce about. We can only talk about what used to be. And the best that we can do is just, I don't know, in moments in time, just try our best to live it. I'm going to be real with you. I'm talking about majority, not the small pocket, the small pockets of the lamps, those of us. We're always going to be around, but majority of folks is not. What you got for that?
So I'll do what I do best. I'll interpret it in artistry, because that's where we started. That's what this is all about. That's what it kind of evolves into, right? And nonetheless, per usual, it just ties into the whole conversation. So I appreciate your conversation because it lets me know that I don't think the way that I think alone for the most part.
I ain't mad at you.
And this piece is actually called Remote Controlled.
Wait, so are you ready?
For
your piece before we go?
That's where we at.
All right. No, I wanted to
My
make
piece
sure
is my rebuttal.
because I want to make sure I bring it in. Now I'm hip. Okay. So everybody, let's go ahead. Let's take a quick moment. This is the last and final segment. This is that special piece that I also promised you guys from an also genius, logical, very also beautiful and imaginative and a creative mind. All right. This is coming from Sister. Listen, let's go ahead and get to it. And with that being said, my Gressel mic is muted. Rock out, family.
Well, be ready for your next act, everybody. See, yeah. Come on, Apollo, put your hands together, show your love for
Before she ran off. Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
But I'm not sure if I'm ready to puff and pass, at least not my ass, or become a lickolaticus. But hear me out. Now, I'm a combination of what you call your grandma's favorite secret recipes with heavy weaponry and sprinkled with a little reciprocity.
What's good, y'all? I am your girl, Malysa, the exclusive. Malysa, you'll want to spell that Malysa, but if you flip it around and pronounce it again, it sounds like asylum. And yeah, I know that's crazy. I am your spoken word poet. So, okay, to wrap up today, to wrap up these topics, to wrap up my thoughts on it, actually takes me back to a poem that I wrote. I have the date November 20th of 2023. And I was actually honored to perform this piece in front of Dr. Dre of Yo MTV Raps. So it's a special piece for me, but it also pertains to this topic. I don't even want to watch TV no more. And I'm going to tell you why. Because even reality TV has turned reality into a bold-faced lie. Vanity, feeding the needy as they starve for attention. Where we're in a world where you can be anything. So why is it so hard to just be for real? Breaking your neck like bread to dip into the next shark tank of your brown-nosing meal, yet you still have no taste. You see, the women walk around like clone meat. And when do we give up our majestic essence and stop being unique? Beautiful queens are running off their thrones down into the P-Valley to go shake their royal ass for the chance at some fancy fast cash. Hair and nails long as old wives' tales. And should I even mention these men? Our kings would rather gather with 3 or 4 whores just to be seen as putting in that work. Then they split and spit on all the women they lied to, cheated on, and hurt, talking about make sure you're healed and don't bring me no extra baggage. But you forgot that you begged me to let you be my bellhop, Mr. Belvedere. You ran your broke hobosexual ass over here, just so we're clear. Now, see, I had to quit channel surfing and show scanning because each time I paused, I've now agreed to be a part of the broadcasted programming. a part of the backbiting and the back shamming. I didn't realize that the TV even had an eye to see, and there was a deadly telescope that was aiming directly at me. And now I'm guilty of my own character assassination, manifesting negative energies by reciting that I'm the biggest loser or I am the weakest link. Shit, even RuPaul had the balls to tell me I had to lip sync for my life. So now I'm crying behind dismissed strangers and underdogs fighting for sport. And just when I turn again, I'm yelling at somebody's baby daddy in paternity or divorce court. I knew it. You are the father. And some of you are aspiring to be desperate husbands and housewives, having unprotected sex in the city, because on the big screen, they look like they're living the best days of their lives. You got kids that are overzealous and quick to disrespectfully be rebellious. You know, the next time one of them bold enough to ask me what I'm looking at, I'ma be unapologetically replying, I'm looking at a good time to catch your ass outside. Go run and tell your mama and daddy about that. You see, I also spent my childhood trying to get to Sesame Street just to find out that the voice of Tickle Me Elmo was also tickling on little underage boys, though. I even tried to, hey, so I could see what was happening. But it was nothing going on but another rerun of Falk Albert and the gang all out having fun. But even the good memories of that stopped, because you can't unhear that Bill was drugging on them ladies and getting them to lick on his Jello pudding pop. I'm talking about Dr. Huxtable. Our premonition of OBGYNs for the innocence lost. And once a role model for our melanated community is now in a sense lost. But thank God we still got Claire in them. Although this is a different world. And we may stay in competition and under judgment, but like Erica says, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. So when I share my gifts, it's already been judged by the highest panel. And I could be wrong. So shoot me the receipts where you bought me, because I thought Jesus paid it all. You know, he's got these exclusive rights. So that automatically disqualifies you, right? And while I'm on this rant, I still don't understand why we won't lend a hand, but we're quick to turn on the video recorders and cams and laugh at the way people make a mockery out of our law and order. We watch TMZ or CNN, Family Feud, and Sports Center. We'd rather do it with a plate in our lap, realizing that we are depleting the family structure, and it's under attack. So when's the last time you all sat around the table to have check-ins? Find out, because, you know, family matters. Who do your kids call their friends? Did you know everybody hated Chris? Did you know that your husband is under stress in the office and your wife might not be mentally all right? She out in the boondocks thinking about Stranger Things like robot chickens, adults swimming through Hell's Kitchen, and it's only Wednesday. When's the last time you checked in on your sugar mama and your grandpops? Because do you understand that this is now us? But I bet you can give me all the tea on the celebrity chit chat, the sports stats, the music lyrics, and give the biggest hand claps for unauthentic people you don't even know. But turn your nose up in disgrace at the faces of those that's trying to get it up in your own neighborhood, though. And I don't want to watch TV no more. The last count, I've lost how many times that we've just made pawn stars out of self between wars and what's variant of COVID or even vaccine. What are we on? I don't even want to see another brother killed by the police or by his own kin struggling in the same skin over man-made products that are purposefully moving through our streets. They don't even need whips and chains no more, because babies, we got ourselves beat. You know, I just want to press the button that remotes in on my superhuman power. I don't want to have to sell my soul for that one more episode. I'm tuned in, but I'm definitely turned off. And I promise you, The batteries that run in me are definitely not included. Exclusive rights, porn.